Yeah, what's the haps, man? Happy Saturday night. I am thrilled to be sitting here in this spot about to play some music for the people, man. ESMR hour is now underway. I'm your man, Bo. And we got music from a lot of the community tonight, so I'm really excited about that. Moon Rocks Wasabi, what up? Got some new Moon Rocks off his new project coming up. That's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to that. It's been a good week, man. You know, I'm in physical therapy right now. I busted both of my patella tendons. Both of them went bye-bye. And still doing physical therapy, man. But I'm walking around and life is good. It's hard. It's frustrating, but you know, we do the work and we get better. So I'm doing well on my side. I hope you're doing well on yours. We're going to start this show off tonight with a really cool piece of tech. I do mostly tech stories here on ESMR Hour because I like tech. My dad was a tech head. I like tech. He always had gadgets around, and I think he gave that to me. So I saw this from Complex Sneaker. They teamed up with a group called Hype Rise to make Hyper Boot. It's a piece of footwear made for warm-up and recovery. I think athletes and athletic establishments across the country will probably purchase these. The shoe has air bladders that inflate, puffing up around your feet and heating them up. So it's like a foot warmer. The sticker price right now, $8.99. The verdict was it makes you feel lighter after a long workout. So it does some good after you've really worked your legs. Let's check this out.
Where and how does it actually work? We tested out the Nike Hyper Boot, a collaboration between Nike and Hyperice that they say is meant for warm-up and recovery. It's a $900 tech-dow shoe that inflates and warms up, compressing and constricting around your foot to work your muscles and tissue. Nice little bit of plastic you get to peel off for some ASMR. There's a big chunky sole to house all the technology. There are buttons on the side and a charging port so you can charge them up with the battery. No laces because we are living in the future here. You just unstrap the shoe just like this. I wanted to try how well the Nike Hyper Boot worked for actual recovery, so after a recent 22-mile run, I slid the shoes on. I look like Buzz Lightyear. By the way,
he does look like Buzz Lightyear.
I'm doing the Adidas tights, that's not trolling. So here's how the shoes sound on. They are very loud. It sounds like you're being abducted by a spaceship.
That is pretty loud.
Oh, and here's the stats for the actual...
What's up, Flyer? Fly guy!
The shoes basically inflate these bladders around your foot, constricting, and then you hear that, they just let go. I really wanted to take a nap. I like to take a nap after a long run, but I couldn't with this loud noise. I let my coworker Joe LaPuma try him out. Here's how he felt. But does it feel like a regular shoe? I'm like, can you actually walk around in this? They're pretty intuitive to use, but I feel like they could use an instruction manual.
Yeah. And then you can change the thing.
The heat all the way up, I felt like I was going to get burned. Like, the heat is really spicy if you let it go there.
Yeah.
Feels good. But they're getting tighter. They're definitely
It's like they're almost trying to massage the foot.
very tight. Suffocating my feet a little bit. It's totally constricted on my, and now.
And then they let go, right?
Yes.
It's like a blood pressure cuff.
Just cycle that on and off for 20 minutes.
It's kind of like a foot massager.
Okay, so now it's doing it much tighter.
But can we
He
actually...
doesn't like it when it gets tight. He's struggling.
Kind of crazy walking around in these as if you were a normal person, but it makes sense as a locker room shoe, or some people have suggested bringing them on an airplane and recovering there. Definitely.
Nah, you couldn't bring that on an airplane. That'd be way too loud for an airplane. Somebody would freak out.
What are
Technology.
You should have been in the innovation issue.
Is it too loud though?
They're very tight.
A little bit. It gives white noise.
Are you supposed to walk in these?
That's the
It
thing.
doesn't seem like you're supposed to.
Did he break your leg?
Now
So how do I
it's
feel about the Nike Hyper Boot shoe overall? It's really cool, innovative design with a niche, narrow application. I'll be using mine after long runs, and I think if you exercise a ton, you could get some use out of them. But they're also $900, and also maybe don't try and wear them with a regular outfit. But let us know if you approve of Nike's.
I think it's a really dope concept. I think all brands should be innovative with their technology. I love that review, by the way. Big shouts to Brendan Dune. That was a really, really good, thorough review. He got some outside input on it, and you know, he took it out into different spaces. Definitely probably wouldn't walk in that thing though. But you know, if you're I mean, folks in NFL, NBA, all major league teams, I think should have a parodies. You know, a couple parodies. Let's get into some music, man. That was fun for me. I'm a nerd, so that was nerd stuff. Let's get into music right now. Got a couple joints that I didn't play on the last show because, to be honest, I'm old and I ran out of endorphins to push me through. This one is from Kelly Is XL. We love Kelly around here. He's definitely got more of an obscure sound, but it's very, very special. Let's get to it right now if I can find it. I got a lot of files sent to me this week. That's rare. Let me see if I can find this guy. Oh, maybe I can't. My D. Oh, there it is. My D is morphing.
I'm finna spread coast to coast like some knickerbockers. Ain't no ticker tocker. I got points, so I'm a baker.
Coast to coast like a knickerbocker, like a New York Knick. He definitely has. This is an early Outkast feel right here. Dungeon Family, Goody Mob, early Atlanta feel.
Like a picker upper, I pick away at the nigga proper nigga soppers. I ain't been a hoe, you nigga, this shit awkward. Shawty sick to the BDE, my nigga doctor, it's a monster. And it's tall and black like it's in Nicaraguan. Mr. got her all bent out of shape, she misses Mr. Bopper, sticker popper. She can't run away, told her to pick up. You can't gauge the magnitude, you niggas need a Richter scale. I promise I ain't.
This is a really odd track so far. I feel like there's not enough darkness. I feel like this first vocalist is just a little too tinny, a little almost atmospheric. I could kind of if it'd be like if Transparent Paper was a rapper, that's what it would sound like. It doesn't have any real stability, so I can't catch the lyrics as much. And these are very lyrical bars you're getting. This is like quadruple alliteration type stuff.
Some knickerbockers, ain't no ticker tocker. I got points, so I'm a baker.
Konnichiwa, Amo.
Pick away at the nigga proper nigga soppers. I ain't been a hoe, you nigga, this shit awkward. Shawty sick to the BDE, my nigga doctor, it's a monster. And it's tall and black like it's in Nicaraguan. Mr. got her all bent out of shape, she misses Mr. Bopper, sticker popper. She can't run away, told her to pick up. You can't gauge the magnitude, you niggas need a Richter scale. I promise I ain't mad at you, these bars all got a missing bell. I promise it ain't attitude,
I also wish he would finish. I wish you would finish your bars a little cleaner. There's certain things that I just like. The end of this line, I couldn't hear it.
You can't gauge the magnitude, you niggas need a Richter scale. I promise I ain't mad at you, these bars all got a missing bell.
I promise I ain't mad at you. These bars all got a missing something. So it's kind of running over the line a little bit, but it's also not enunciated enough to give me the opportunity to figure out what you're saying.
Promise it ain't attitude, I'm up low with a missing cell. I got a dream to make a change, how we change on wishing well. You can't gauge the magnitude, you niggas.
He said, I got a dream to make a change, how we change on wishing wells. That's not bad.
I got a dream to make a change, how we change on wishing well. You can't gauge the magnitude.
Mooney, what up, bro?
Scale, I promise I ain't mad at you. These bars all got a missing bell. I promise it ain't attitude. I'm a flow with a missing cell. I got a dream to make a change, how we change on wishing well. I'm a dog with a missing tail. You need a tail? I need to tell you niggas. I don't need a tail. None of my stories tall like the streets in Rodeo. Y'all.
Yeah, I feel like you've also got to sit the vocal in the bed of the music, because the vocal is really up here like you're almost trying to overcompensate for the fact that there's not a lot of instrumentation. There's not a lot of complexity to this beat. This beat is like, it feels like a low bass guitar type string, and there's just not much else there. And so I feel like you turn the vocal up to make yourself louder, but it's not improving the clarity, right? So what you're getting is this kind of like, you're getting this sound that's just loud in the headphones, but it doesn't allow me to hear you better, so there's no purpose to it.
Me need a tell. None of my stories tall like the streets in Rodeo. Y'all shit tall tales, stories tall like the peak in the apple. Just knowing niggas can't eat peak at the able. I don't like that shit. That's why Kane was peaking the able. I can promise you that person praying they peak at the table during.
So these bars in here are puns. He's got puns building up here.
Y'all shit tall tales, stories tall like the peak in the apple. Just knowing niggas can't eat peak at the able.
Just knowing that they can't, they peak at the able. I think that's what he said. Again, it's not as clear as it could be. That could be really hard for a bar, but if you're not delivering that with clarity, how can I appreciate it?
Just knowing niggas can't eat peek at the able. I don't like that shit. That's why Kane was peeking at Abel.
That's a dope line. You bring in the Bible analogy. That's why Cain was peeking at Abel. It's not bad.
I can promise you that person praying, they peek at the table during prayer. Everybody cheating, bitch, peek at the paper.
During prayer, everybody's cheating. They're looking at the paper like cheating on a test. So there's some really, really nice wordplay in here. And that's what I think Kelly is really good for. My issue sometimes with his music is that he doesn't give you the clarity he needs to have on his vocals.
I think it's a hater. I do this for you.
We're going to move on from that one right there. That's Kelly is XL. Let's break down some more music. You've got a lot of talent, Kelly. If I had to rate that out, I'd probably go 80. I think you're in a place where your songwriting is very, very complex. It's very smart. It's very clever. But if you don't deliver it, if you don't give the ability to have people hear you, then none of that matters. It's almost like having a wonderful crossover. When I was a kid, I grew up in the Allen Iverson era, right? So he was crossing everybody up. I never had a jumper because that's what I learned. I learned cross everybody up. That's how you do it, right? That's what was cool. But what wasn't happening is I wasn't being heard well. So you got to be careful with that. I got a SP, the new Thrill joint coming at you. Sean P, the new Thrill. We'll get into this one right now. We got 2 SP joints tonight. Actually, let me find the right one. I have it laid out correctly, but my downloads are failing me. Let me see this right here. You know what? We'll just go with what we got I don't want to keep the good folks waiting. Let's get into Reverse It right now. SP, the new Thrill. Never, what up, boy? What up, Poppy?
Shit, woo. Count all these fucking commas. Get it.
I ain't gonna lie, saying Poppy sounded kind of sweet, but you are a father. That's what I was like. I said that. I felt weird about it. But what's up, bro?
Damn, hollow tips, banker, count, biggest. I shit. I'm pulling up on niggas that revert. Send you niggas acting like y'all already on some murder. Shit, woo. Count all these fucking commas. Get it.
Appreciate you, FF.
I'm pulling up on bitches, they revert. Shit, you bitches acting like a nigga on some love. Shit, woo. Even downtown, shit looking like a movie, man. Get the cocaine, she said she wanna feel no pain.
Oh no. That's my fault. We got you coming up right there, Never. That actually sounds really good. I'm kind of sad that I messed up the song and I want to hear that one. Let's get back into the SP joint.
Damn, hollow tips, banker, count, biggest. I shit. I'm pulling up on niggas that revert. Send you niggas acting like y'all already on some murder. Shit, woo. Count all these fucking commas. Get it, hey, in the. I'm pulling up on bitches, they revert. Stick you bitches.
I love this, man.
Some love, shit, woo. Even downtown, shit looking like a movie, man. Get the cocaine, she said she wanna feel no pain. My designer matching everything. Money flowing fast, so we don't even shit the same. Yeah, well let's talk about it. Get the head up out your bitch when I think about it.
I feel like you're not rapping close enough to the mic or something, SP. Because this is a great song, but you have such a deep voice, and you actually kind of have a breathy flow on this. The flow is very breathy. I would have preferred to hear you a little bit more clearly. I don't think you necessarily need to be turned up, but I know sometimes when I mix my own music, which I rarely do, sometimes like you can over compress the vocal and it sounds muffled like this. I feel like it needs to be opened up. It kind of sounds like it has a snotty nose almost.
I'm pulling up on bitches, they revert. Shit, you bitches acting like a nigga on some love. Shit, woo. Even downtown, shit looking like a movie, man. Get the cocaine, she said she wanna feel no pain. My designer matching everything. Money flowing fast, so we don't even shit the same. Yeah, well let's talk about it. Get the head up out your bitch when I think about it. Why you acting wrong when we know you childish? Niggas claim they with.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that part right there. It made the flow really choppy. Get some chicken butt you head when I think about it. That was you messed up the flow you had and the groove you had going right there.
Yeah, well let's talk about it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
When I think about it.
I don't like that either.
So grown when we know you childish. Niggas claim they with it, but ain't pulling out it. Set it up tight, lipped and want to know what's up. Zip it up tight, bands, never trust the envious fuck. Fall back, never showing up, you niggas is sus. This here be the shit, got them feeling like it's cuz. Talking down, hollow tips, bank account, biggest shit. Hoes say I'm.
I don't like the second half of this song. You hit your high note about a minute into it, and then you started with this real wobbly kind of uneven flow. It's kind of conversational in a bad way, like a conversation you don't really want to have. I think, or you should have had a feature artist on this, but you crushed the first part of the song, was so good, and then you just start rapping in like a slower time, and then kind of dragging things out. It's not terrible by any means. It's actually a really good song up to that point. So for me, SP, I feel like you got to be careful. Like, don't mess up the flow. You had like so much evenness and so much on time rhythm going in the first part of the song, and then I feel like you got super sloppy with the writing, and that cost you a bit on the score, because that would easily been like a 95, 96 without that second verse. But with the second verse, I'm looking at a 91, maybe 90. So obviously I liked it, but I thought that was I just thought that could have been better. Let's get into this one right here from my homie Never, the rock star, the GOAT. We love some Never around here, man. Always have. Let's get into his stuff right now. The new joint is Okay. Turn up a little bit. Fader, what up, bro?
Cause I don't really wanna go away. Saying that I'm tripping and it's all okay. Acting real sketchy, I'ma put it on display. Try to make a story while you look me in my face. Don't talk too loud, you ain't have the ammunition. Talking to your friends, now they.
Let's bring it back, man. I like what I hear so far. It's almost like a pop song. You know, it's got a lot of pop sensibilities to it, or like a soft. It's got a softness to it that I'm trying to understand and explore a little bit.
Cause I don't really wanna go away. Saying that I'm tripping and it's all okay. Acting real sketchy, I'ma put it on display. Try to make a story while you look me in my face. Don't talk too loud, you ain't have the ammunition. Talking to your friends, now they all up in our business. Telling me what happened, now you lying every sentence. Now you wanna flip the blame on me cause you just wanna win it. Like no fair, they wanna play me. It's not a mistake if it happens on a daily. Go and tell the truth if you really wanna fade me. Saying that you love me but you acting like you hate me. 247, I've been had you. Now you acting brand new. Confronting your shit, now you gonna act fragile. Hopping off the horse, yeah, I'm hopping off the saddle. Saying
I like everything about this. It's so smooth. I've been spending the last 35, 40 seconds really trying to figure out what this reminds me of. I'm looking for a comparison, and I'm not really drawing one off the top of my head. I like the conversational aspect. There's a little bit of storytelling in here. A lot of it is, like I said, it's got this polish on it that feels very popish. Maybe that's the beat. Maybe that's the way you're almost crooning. For lack of a better term, you're like crooning a little bit. And it's it has an R&B kind of feel to it as well.
too loud, you ain't have the ammunition. Talking to your friends, now they all up in our business. Telling me what happened, now you lying every sentence. Now you wanna flip the blame on me cause you just wanna win it. Like no fair, they wanna play me. It's not a mistake if it happens on a daily. Go and tell the truth if you really wanna fade me. Saying that you love me but you acting like you hate me. 247, I've been had you. Now you acting brand new.
247, I've been had you. I was trying to figure out what you said there. Yeah, and you got a little graveliness in your voice too. There's a splash of DMX in there.
Saying that you love me, but you acting like you hate me. 247, I've been had you. Now you acting brand new. Confronting your shit, now you gonna act fragile. Hopping off the horse, yeah, I'm hopping off the.
He said company and shit. Like, oh, when people come over, oh, now you wanna act fragile. I like that.
Saying you want love, but you really want to battle. Cause I don't really want to go away. Saying that I'm tripping.
I like this, man.
Okay, acting real sketchy, I'ma put it on display. Try to make a story while you look me in my face. Cause I don't.
What'd you say about some roller skates in there?
Okay, acting real sketchy, I'ma put it on display. Try to make a story while you look me in my face.
What'd you say there? Got some roller skates, I'm gonna put you on a plate. What'd you say? I didn't hear that line very well.
Cause I don't really wanna go away. Saying that I'm tripping, then it's all okay. Acting real sketchy, I'ma put it on display. Try to make a story while you look me in my face.
That's a really, really short song. That's really nice. I feel like you accomplished a lot in a small space in there. I feel like you told the story that would actually serve well as an interlude. You know, that's a nice little middle to an album right there. But overall, I liked everything about it. If I had to nitpick it at all, it would just be, again, finishing some of the ends of your bars. I feel like when people are trying to go toward a certain style, they kind of rush the last parts of sentences a little bit. So that'd be the only thing I would actually critique on it, is like, just make those parts clearer. I like the style you came with. This is different. This is definitely for the ladies. I think this is a woman directed song, but I also think this is a song that maybe a dude to show his girl, like, hey, what you think of this one? You know, because there's songs that I hear that I'll tell my wife, I'm like, yo, check that out. What you think? You know what I mean? Just because y'all might have similar tastes, you just want to share something that you like and see if they like it too. So I would definitely pass that along to a woman. I think that's a good song for that. So I'm gonna go 92 on this one. I liked it, man. Nice and easy, not too much strain on the vocals. Gave us just a little bit of graveliness, a little bit of that, like I said, a splash of DMX in there, kind of crooning on that little R&B-esque. I'm a fan of it, man. I'm a fan of it. Acting real sketchy, I'm gonna put it on display. Okay, yeah, I didn't catch that clearly, but that's the good bars too. We got another one. I like how Never was like, this is Never, by the way. I used to not know. I know now. We're gonna play this next one from Never. We'll put a different picture of him on the screen. I like that right there. Let's get it inside. This is Not Healthy. Done. The GOAT. Never.
Go ahead and tell me what you really wanna tell me. Living like this is never healthy. Yeah, living like this is very toxic. I don't ride with it, never want to. Slam my car door and never get inside again. No, I'm not that nigga that you keep telling your friends. You gon' say whatever, tryna win an argument. All the love I'm giving, you gon' throw it in the wind. Yeah, TikTok, I just want a nice dinner. Yeah, this lady here, I'm tryna get nice with her. Tryna fight with me, I guess you ain't wanna breadwinner.
This one isn't bad either. I do feel like you're washed out a little bit by the beat. This beat has a loud in the back of it, and that's kind of taking over most of my ear. So I'm missing some of what you're saying. I don't feel like you're cutting through the mix as cleanly as you probably could. This is emo punk pop rock music, rap music. Lots of fusion here. I love the fusion you do here. It's not calling out to me nothing specific yet, so we're gonna keep playing it.
Go ahead and tell me what you really want to.
Got you, Double F.
Living like this is never healthy. Yeah, living like this is very toxic. I don't ride with it, never want to. Slam my car door and never get inside again. No, I'm not that nigga that you keep telling your friends. You gon' say whatever, tryna win an argument. All the love I'm giving, you gon' throw it in the wind. Yeah, TikTok.
Also, Never, I want a little bit more emotion. All the love he giving me, I throw it. Like I think you could have been a little aggressive. I think this could be more in the style of like an MGK kind of joint, where you give us a little bit more of the rocker side on this one. I think you could have turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, TikTok, I just want a nice dinner. Yeah, this lady here, I'm tryna get nice with her. Tryna fight
I like that. Got this lady here. I'm trying to get nice with her. I like that.
with me, I guess you ain't wanna breadwinner. Yeah, all your friends are hoes, you wanna roll with them. Tell me where your head got you, cause you ain't winning shit.
He said, tell me where your head got you because you ain't getting shit.
Tell me where your head got you, cause you ain't winning shit. Every time I pick you up, we fighting in the wheel. We can spend our time spending money on a trip. Tripping over nothing, baby, really got me sick. Go ahead and tell me what you really wanna tell me. Living like this is never healthy.
Yeah. If you do another joint like this, give me a little bit more of the rock star in you. I feel like you could have punched the hook just a little bit more anger. If I was in the studio, I'd have been like, nah, like punch you in the gut and threw you back in there. You know, I just want that. I need a little bit of a rager right there because I know it's in you. This almost has more of a yachty kind of feel on the back end.
Tell me what you really wanna tell me. Living life, this is never healthy. Living life, this is very toxic. I don't ride with it, never want to. Yeah, I never want to. Yeah, I never want to.
Yeah, so that's not a bad joint right there. I think that's got pretty widespread appeal. I say this a lot about artists that I think have versatility. You know, some of the songs you make are so punk pop rapish that I don't hear you cursing a lot in them either, which I think is great for radio and family play. You know, I think one of the hardest things to do as an artist, especially in the hip hop genre, is find a space where you can get into family stuff like Ice Cube did, like Snoop was able to do. I think that takes a certain level of finesse, but you're making the type of music that will allow you to cross over to a lot of different brands. I can see you with a skate brand. I can see you with clothing brands. Like, and because of your look, your aesthetic, you know, you always got you're like the Gap or you know, CK. You be like a dream for them. So you got a lot of marketable aspects. I love what you're doing musically. Keep making this music that's consumable by all people. But I will say, when you get a chance to be that rock star, let that rip a little bit more. I think this would have been a good opportunity to really be, you know, just go off a little bit more. And right there was Never. What was the name of that joint? Done. Let me see. It was Not Healthy. That's a good joint right there, though. I think I'd go solid 90 on that. That was clean. Yeah, no, the homie is legit. So we got Hurricane Wisdom right now from, I don't know, is it Giannis or is it Giannis, from the homie Goon Diggy, and then we're gonna get into this beat from my man FF, and then we'll get back on the roster rundown that I keep. Let's check this out. I have a feeling this is about to be a sad song.
I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this bitch, I dog me. Hey, I went too good at math, on God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, every time my money hauling. Whole fiend, I need all of it. Bitch, leave her falling. Gotta go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. 30 Paul, big as Giannis.
He's doing that really, really well. I don't even feel like this song is mixed that well, but he has that little high pitch thing he can do in the middle of that. That's pretty cool. He does that well. How'd it go, money calling? What up, Chris?
Bro, that's behind me. Many shots get on side me. Many hoes, I don't party. Many yo, money got it.
This is a very contemporary sound, though. This is not this isn't my age bracket for sure.
My money Scotty. Toys niggas try me. Starbucks, Harley. I smoke money, Harley. I say fuck a foot locker. I won't go hit money. Never got look just like Barney. I live it, you record it.
I love you.
Time we informing. Nighttime I'm in the foreign. New bitches got it party.
So for me, this kind of a flow, it gets old to me after a while. Like I know that this is what the kids dig. I get bored of this. I don't actually think it's bad. I'm not a hater. I'm not an old man. Oh, get off my lawn. I don't mind this. I could take literally about a minute of this, and I need either a verse from somebody, I need a dope singer, or I need to get out of the way. Cause so.
Why she think she important? Hey, old time, I ain't getting none. I like my bitches boring. She 5 and down the sun. I'm tired, I'm way too big. 3,000, know you eat. Baby, don't lie, I know you sleep. Hey, when I get home, just won't dome. You already know what I'm
You say you already know I'm gonna be. I do like the fact that he's able to do that whiny thing with his voice consistently. I think that's pretty hard to do. That's impressive to me. And I don't know if that's something they did in the studio, effectually after the fact, but that's impressive though.
Doing all that has to say, come throw it on me. I know you know what I mean. Got plenty of hoes and plenty cash. Life ain't nothing but a feet.
Oh, gee, what up, boy?
I don't play cars.
What time is it in your time zone, sir?
Too good at math, on God, I run with problem solvers. Every time my money hauling, fiend, I need all of it. Bitch, leave her falling. Gotta go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. 30 Paul, big as Giannis.
34, feel like. I do love the execution on his voice. I mean, that's cool. I couldn't write an entire song like that. I don't have that ability. And that might be because of my age, where I like to, because I have ADHD at this point, so I need to change it up a lot. I wouldn't be able to make a whole song all the way through with that same squeal the whole time through and still have pretty good bars in there. I mean, he was saying some clever things in there. Even the hook, 34, feel like Giannis. I didn't think that was really bad at all. It's not for me. By no means is it for me. I think it's for the newer guys, but I enjoy it. If you're out somewhere that comes on, it's really easy to listen to. The smart thing about that kind of musical presentation as well is if you play that, I go to a lot of my son's games. He plays volleyball. He plays in a gym. And they can play some of these songs with curse words and stuff because you don't even notice it because of the tone that they use. So like his tone right there, you don't really realize that like he's saying some really suspect things. You just hear the so I think that's pretty cool to be able to do. I couldn't do that. So I think that's dope. I'm gonna go 87 on the song though. It's not something I'd probably revisit, but I still can appreciate it for what it was. On deck right now, the homie Felix from 6'5", our resident beat technician. Yo, I saw your story. Are you learning to DJ? Are you putting your hand in the DJ game as well? Big shouts to the homie FF. Let's put him on the screen looking cool. Cool Mo FF right here. Name of this joint is Zoom D Faragon. You know what that means. D for region? 132 BPM. Let's go. The flow did get repetitive. 4:30 in the morning in Scotland. You got to write you at 4:30 in Scotland right now. And throw the show on it, all right? Yo, I swear 90% of the beats you make these days have TOG Killer in mind. And you guys have a synergy with the sound that he likes and the sound you've been creating. Because now when I hear your beats, FF, I hear his flow. Because I've listened to so many of your songs with him and his songs, and I hear his flow now on beats like this. Hey, but that might be the reason somebody listens to it, OG. That might be the reason it gets a stream. So the multiple bass drums you got going on this, I don't really care for. It's too much on top of each other. It kind of makes me feel like I think this would be good for a horror movie. That feels like an effect for a horror movie. To rap on, I think that would be difficult because it's so much. I think that would be a little tough for me. it's definitely got a mystical water type feel on the back end. I don't know what kind of bell that is. It's the chime. It's something. I don't know. It could even be keys tuned up a certain way. But there, you got this like water element in the backdrop of this that's really like kind of soothing. But like I said, I think those kicks are just a little too heavy for me. I would love to hear. You should put the hook down and then send it to me. I would love to hear what you got for this hook, because I think this is something I could write to if somebody had a direction for it. I don't have like a natural direction for this that comes to me as I listen to it. I got you, C. McNeasy. I don't also know if I have the timing to rap to this. I'd have to probably get kind of creative. That's an interesting change up at the end. I wish you would have brought in that instrumental break earlier in the song. I could have used that to break up some of the stagnantness, because the beat didn't change at all after a while, which is okay. But I could have used that break right there a little earlier in the beat to give a little bit of separation. Overall, this isn't a bad beat to me. It's not one that I could actively come up with a topic and a theme for right away, but I do think that it's a really solid beat. I think it could be on a beat tape. I think it could be in a Halloween thriller slasher, because it has this kind of dark sensibility about it. But then you got the kind of mystical aspect with the bells or the chimes, whatever that is, kind of a watery mystical thing in the background. So all in all, not bad at all, man. I'd probably go 87 on this joint. 86 to 88 is the range I would find that in. Definitely not bad. OG, that's a great question, man. I think for me it would probably be DJ Premier. Every time I hear a Primo beat, I like get happy. I don't know. I think behind that, it would probably be Neptune's era Pharrell. Because he doesn't do a lot of Neptune type beats no more. And some of them things were just crazy, man. So those would probably be my top two. Honorable mention to a guy like Ninth Wonder. That would be a challenge for me to rap on a Ninth Wonder beat. There's some guys right now like the Conductor Williams, whatever dude's name is. He's pretty nice. Hit Boy, there's a lot. I mean, I don't want to just get into a laundry list. Primo would be the one, and then we go back from there. So, yeah, I'm an old head, bro. you knew I was gonna say that because I'm an old head. That's something an old head would say. Let's get to the joint right now from Chris at Night. Nice to have you back. I'm a little disappointed with you, bro. Because you dropped a really, really fire tape and then you went away for a while. And I had been thinking like, man, I hope dude makes some more music, because that last tape was dope. Like you really were hitting your stride, and it seemed like you took a break. So I'm glad to have you back. Exploding Head Syndrome right here. Chris at Night, produced by Toast.
Fought out those demons a little bit longer, it only got worse than an hour. I finally made friends with the voice in my head, and she told me the world will be ours. Man.
You say you wrote all about the ex and you had nothing left, huh? That's fair. Sometimes you gotta experience a little bit more life and then come back to it.
I fought out off those demons a little bit longer, it only got worse in an hour.
He said, I fought off those demons a little bit longer. It only got worse in an hour. Okay.
I finally made friends with the voice in my head, and she told me the world would be ours. Now
I finally made friends with that voice in my head, and she told me the world would be ours. Okay.
every time I step outside, I crash in the big blue towers. And every time the sun go down, I lose my lotus flower. I'm getting
Every time the sun goes down, I lose my lotus flower. That's pretty dope.
these bitches to leave in time, but I don't even leave my house. I don't even leave my room. I don't even leave my bed. My heart tell me it's time for change, but changes make me scared. Sometimes
That's dope. My heart told me time for change, but changes make me scared. That's a bar. That's some maturity bars right there. Growing up bars.
tell me it's time for change, but changes make me scared. Sometimes I think if I don't think that voice won't change my head. Let's not change my head. Let's not change my head.
That's a good list, FF. I like that list.
I'm dreaming about all of those things that I want, then I'll get out of bed in the morning. Those voices explode in my head through the night, and I wish someone gave me a warning. I wish someone stopped.
Only problem I have with this is your speed. You're putting together these bars so quickly. I have to keep going back. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think it is something I would probably get exhausted of, and I would probably just play it out and stop listening. You know, I would listen to the whole song, but I would start catching bits and pieces because you're going too quick for my brain to keep up with.
Alright. I'm dreaming about all of those things that I want, then I'll get out of bed in the morning. Those voices explode in my head through the night, and I wish someone gave me a warning. I wish someone stopped me from making it normal. No crap, and I hate being formal. I'm put my life working and not being normal. I'm sticking my hand through the portal. Consistent in everything else. I said I would do it, I did. I stuck out my hand for some.
That's dope. Consistent in everything else. Everything I said I would do, I did. That's dope.
Working and not being normal. I'm sticking my hand through the portal. Consistent in everything else. I said I would do it, I did.
I like that.
Got my hand for some help, and no one would dumb me a real. I peep this is all on myself, but when I get rid of my bed, I can hear my voice when I yell. It's time running out for the kid. I fought off those demons a little bit longer, it only got worse in an hour. I finally made friends with that voice in my head, and she told me the world would be ours. Now every time I step outside, I crash in the big blue towers. And every time the sun go down.
Did you say I crashed in the big blue towers, or did you say I crashed in the big blue Taurus?
And I lose my lotus flower. I'm getting these visions to leave in time, but I don't even leave my house. I don't even leave my room. I don't even leave my bed. My heart tell me it's time for change, but changes make me scared. Sometimes I think if I don't think, that voice won't change my head. That voice explode my head. That voice explode my head.
Exploding head syndrome right there. This is Chris at Night. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. I like that. You could have, I would have brought the song in with that. I don't know if, but shout out to my brother Paul Lewis. I don't know if you could have like flipped that to where you brought that little at the end in the beginning. That would have been a really great way to lead into the song. I love that. Oh man, that's so nice right there. That's really cool. That's really cool. Chris at Night right there. Exploding head syndrome. Again, my only real commentary on it is just that I think in spaces you're too quick, and I don't think that it's like, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think that's closer to what is popular right now. For me, it just makes it a little difficult to hear what you're saying, and I have to play it back. Now, you have a pleasant sound, a pleasant voice. I thought the mix on that was pretty strong. Your vocal could have been turned up just a little bit. I could have had a little bit more punch from your vocal, but overall, that's a pretty smooth song, man. I would go 91 on that. Lots to like there. Be a great intro or outro on a project. I think if you could have took that really, really sweet vocal you did at the end and tossed it in the beginning, I think that would have been better. But that's a good song, man. I'm excited for more. I respect what you said, though. You're like, yo, I got to go live my life a little bit to have more to write about. And that's true, man. That's true. That's why I think when an artist put out a album every year, it's like, bro, that the albums are going to get worse and worse because if you're not out there experiencing things, how can you really be putting out music like that? Thanks for rocking with me tonight, man. Having a good time with the music so far. It's been interesting, but it's ratcheting up as we go along. We'll take a break from the music right now, and I'll show you something ridiculous. I shouldn't call this ridiculous because different communities have their festivals, they have their traditions, so I shouldn't judge. This to me seems stupid though. I gotta tell you, with all due respect, this doesn't seem wise. This is the baby jumping festival.
One of the more bizarre festivals I've seen. For the past 400 years in northern Spain, men have dressed up as devils to jump over piles of infants. The drinking starts at 9 a.m. while onlookers taunt and insult the jumpers who chase after them to whip them.
Yo. So you're coupling baby jumping with liquor and whips. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
9 hours later, infants are lined up in the street.
What?
It's believed that leaping over the babies will protect them from sin and disease. And while it might sound like it's a disaster waiting to happen, there reportedly hasn't been a single injury to the babies since the tradition began. The baby jumping festival is...
Hey, who knows? Maybe this works. I'm over here laughing about it. This may be keeping kids alive in other countries. I just find it hard to believe no one's slipped. I mean, I think, when you're around a baby, if you've ever been around a baby, you do take extra precaution around it. But I don't know, man. 400 years of a ceremony, everybody's not athletic. Do they choose their best? I need more information about the ceremony. Do they choose their best athletes for this? Are they picking like in our, in the US, it would be like, LeBron or who jumps really high? Ja Morant. We pick dudes that can leap. I don't know. How do you make these decisions? I don't know. I need more information. Let's get back to the music right now. One of my homies, that I've known a while now, actually, and I don't see him as much anymore, unfortunately, but he still bangs out music and he puts out quality, and a lot of it he records on his, I don't always like to say, he records it on his phone, but the quality he gets for recording, on his cell phone is really impressive. Let's check this one out right now. This is from my homie Mookie the Monster. This is Rusty. '90's a good score, Mooney. Is this a beat?
Yeah, I'm the type of nigga don't care what a nigga gotta say. I'm the type of nigga don't care if it ain't about cake. Hell nah, bitch, I ain't finna put down my drink. Hell nah, nigga, you ain't finna hit none of this dank. How you getting money, but I never see your ass at the bank. Yeah, for the big guns, nigga, I'm about to pull up in the tank.
He said, I fuck with big girls, I'm about to pull up in a tank. I'm not mad at that.
My drink. Hell nah, nigga, you ain't finna hit none of this dank. How you getting money, but I never see your ass at the bank. Yeah, for the big guns, nigga, I'm about to pull up in the tank. Yeah, I did it on my own. Why the hell they tryna tell me say thanks? Yeah, fuck your couch, bitch. You can call a nigga Rick James. Yeah, I'm the type of nigga how these hoes out here going crazy. Yeah, hit it raw, baby. That don't make you my lady. Yeah, I got a.
He said, "Yeah, I hit it raw. That don't make you my lady." Then you might want to use a condom, sir.
Man, now you steady talking about you wanna fade me. Yeah, how the fuck is that his baby mama, but that's my baby. Yeah, niggas out here new to the game, looking so dumb. Yeah, me just stay true to the game, then I came up. Yeah, I do the most, but I swear to God I'll never change up. Yeah, they talking about the best every time they bring a nigga name up.
Now I'm ready for a change up on this. We've had the same kind of pattern. So that's cool, but I'm good with it though. So if we don't have a change up on the second half of the song, I don't need to listen anymore of it. Oh, is that the end of it?
Get tossed like a born.
I don't like that long instrumental break in there. That's a big waste of a track.
Motherfucker, what the fuck you doing? Yeah, I can never lose, motherfucker. Who the fuck you born? Yeah, I'm eating these beats, make me wonder what the fuck you chewing. Yeah, I shut shit down, there ain't nothing else left to ruin. Yeah, ooh, who can't? You can't. Everything I am, nigga, you ain't. The only thing you running is a goose chase, and you can get tossed like a bouquet.
Nah, Mookie, I don't like the second half of this. The first half was getting repetitive. The second half was worse. There's really no dynamic aspect to the content. There's no dynamic aspect to the delivery. There's nothing about it that's really like, ooh, I got to keep listening to the song. I heard everything I was getting from the song in the first, 60 seconds. It's not a bad song. It feels a little dated. I don't really love the beat. So this song isn't for me, but particularly I don't really like the fact that you have so many different styles and you use one style this whole song. And it didn't really offer any kind of, it didn't show off your creativity. So not for me on that one. I would probably go 83. It's not a repeat for me. I wouldn't play it again. I definitely don't think it's not bad, but it just doesn't have a lot of replay value. It's just got a song from Suave. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that. Let's get to the next one right now from the homie Little Loafer. Name of this joint. Matter of fact, I'll go in order. I like to skip around on my rundown, but I'm gonna go in order. So we got these Apple Vision Pros. I want to go back to school for this reason and this reason alone. Some of the use cases that they have for these Apple Vision Pros are crazy. So Apple, if you want to cut me a check for promoing your product, I'll gladly take it. But man, this stuff is cool. Check this out.
By 60 to 100 heartbeats per minute in resting adults.
So look, man, as a person who very well may have heart issues, to know that people are studying with real live models, this is crazy, man.
Through a blockage in the coronary vessels, cells can be damaged or die if not treated. Irreversible death of heart muscle tissue. The key to recovering is receiving treatment as.
That's crazy. You can learn how stuff works. Look at that. She opened it up. You can see most men, and definitely myself, are visual learners. I'm pretty intelligent, I like to think. If I could see how to view something from the internal, I could definitely fix things. If I had the kind of view that they just show where I could tap it and see everything, how it's supposed to look, how it comes back together, how it comes apart, it would save so much time in preparing things yourself. You could do a lot more work on your own. It has the bolts right there. That's crazy. Or those are the wheels. Yeah, that's crazy to me, man. Learn to play the piano, which is something I've always wanted to do. I'm sure that cuts down so much on the time. That's crazy. MRIs? Yeah, man. I love that I live in this day and age. I've said a lot of times, I don't know if reincarnation is real, but I'm glad that I'm alive right now because I'll probably need some of these health things. Let's get to the next one. Lil Loafer right here. Name of this joint is Halfway Through Summer. Got another Lil Loafer song coming up. He sent a couple of them, so that's exciting.
Yeah, get out the way, cause I ain't really in the mood. Tell me how you know to win if you ain't never felt the lose. Hella checks coming in and then I break them into two. I was trying to break a habit, then I ended up confused. Then they showing love where it all.
He said I was trying to break a habit, then I ended up confused.
Go. I've been ballin' and I'm making all my free throws. They sell it high, but I can tell it's kinda cheap though.
I'm balling, but I've been making all my free throws.
I can tell it's kinda cheap though. Been on a mic for 3 years, ain't had a week flow. slow. I might not make a lot of sense, but I did it all on purpose. I've been laying groundwork, and now this shit is really working. In a whip, I'm going 60, I don't do a lot of swerving. Ford Explorer on my back, and that shit got me kinda nervous. But I'm really living great, my team is small, but in the huddle, called a play and took a break. I be low balling when my mama asks how much I make. I got everything I wanted more, this shit is fake. Every day I'm really thinking that this shit is just a game. I'm only 19, still a OG in a lot of ways. Halfway through the summer, and I still ain't seen a beat. Saw when I shot the video when I was in NYC. A couple weeks, already told me spin it back. But first I'm sliding out to Michigan to get a rack. I was in the right position with the time and let it hit. Take a step back and quell the stress, and ain't that a bitch?
A little low for right there, halfway through summer. Yeah, I think it has the beginnings of a good career. I think it's way too conversational, and it doesn't actually have enough like personality. It seems, you know, you're being monotone and cool on purpose, and I like the persona that you kind of have. You got this goofy, kind of nerdy, but kind of artsy, kind of cool also persona. So I think you capture a lot of things there, but what I don't like is that like there's not a lot of artisticness to your flow. It sounds very standard. It sounds packaged. It sounds like I could go, you know, if I wanted to go get a bag of Doritos, you know, it sounds like there's nothing super unique about that. So I want your flow to be a little bit more boutique shop, a little bit more cake store on the corner that's been here 35 years and has the best cakes, you know, in the the tri-state area. That's what I'm looking for a little bit more, and a little less prepackaged commercial sound. What that is to me, it doesn't seem like you're really digging in your bag to be creative. So the creativity is lacking there for me. Son, what up, boy? Good to see you. Yeah, Wasabi, I do agree. The video was cool. I actually liked the video a lot. That was actually artistic to me. So you put the art on the wrong part from my standpoint. I would have preferred that kind of effort be put into the music. So I'm gonna go 78 on that one. Not really my thing. I can see the young folks digging it though. I can see some young people getting into it. Let's get into this next one right now. Coming to us by way of the homie Amo Music. Big shouts to Amo. See if I can find it. It is Rax. There we go. Let's check it out. I'm all over your page, bro.
Tele apuhaattani töltők rá, követnek engem, mint egy Insta live, de számomra csajod egy pornósztár, testsugom.
I probably should have gave y'all the game on this too. This dude is I believe Hungarian, so he's not rapping in English, so you're not tripping. He's just not rapping in English. I almost got a verse on her. Oh, my bad. We'll come back to this. My bad, Suave. You hit the super chat a while ago and just have been patiently waiting. K Suave, my brother, man. Congrats to you and your beautiful family, man. Happy for you, big dog.
Bad little 10, I wanna fuck with her fine she California body loving a tiny she get horny when I hop in her bangs and she Kawasaki right, I love her body right up on.
I haven't had none of this Suave waviness in a while, man. You know, you really respectfully, I know you've been living your life, man, but make some more music, damn it.
10, I wanna fuck with her fine she California body loving a tiny she get horny when I hop in her bangs and she Kawasaki right, I love her body right up on. And now you love it when I'm ballin' with your friends, and I admit it, I get it, I did it all. Pop out with your body, yeah, we gon' in the bar. You know I shot a finger when she string a guitar. And she keep loving on the nigga, fuck around, break her heart. So she
I miss this though.
she be smashed. She be and I don't wipe it off. Her hair like Tylenol. Oh, why the fuck you knocking at the door? The lights off. Feeling all the rose in my system like I'm Red Ross. Yeah, fuck it.
I just miss your music, dog. It's so wavy. But you got like the descending, like the crescendo, or what's the opposite of crescendo? Crescendo goes up. What's the one that goes down? Y'all probably know better than I do. That's fantastic, man.
That gang had a suave, a big boss, and you do not pop shit off. You fucking with me, you big loss, you bum. And I don't wanna talk no more gang shit. I wanna make the shawty come.
He said,
yes, sir. Give me your hand bless.
He said, I don't want to talk no more gang shit.
Big loss, you bum. And I don't wanna talk no more gang shit. I wanna make the shawty come.
I missed all the layers and the way you bring everything in. Oh man, I've missed this a lot. Also, this is like a two-step in the club type. You know, like, you know, old dudes like me can go left and right on this one. I like it, baby.
So here I am, yes, sir. Give me your hand, bless, sir. Hey, you know you love it when I'm ballin' with your friends. And I admit it, I did it, I get it all. So don't call. The ball. And you ain't even recognize a nigga when you knew he had it all.
Yeah, it's cold, man. I miss you, bro. Put some more time in the. I'll be like, hey, man, get back in the gym, all right? Get back in the lab, okay? We need more. Nah, man, you know you make dope music. You know you've been one of my favorites for a minute. Yeah, that was great. I don't have a lot of negative criticism, you know. You know, maybe there was some making her come and things like that. Yeah, it don't really bother me. It's more of an adult song for sure, but I love the way you layered things. I love the way you had the vocals come down crashing. Oh, that's very like Catholic mass feeling. You know, it has like you always have the haunting aspect. It's like this Catholic mass kind of hauntingness to your Silent Night kind of hauntingness to your vocal, and you still kept that. I really like that, man. I'm gonna go 95 on that joint, man. That was, yeah, me and Song are in the same space here. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, no, I'm happy you're doing well. I know that you've taken on some extra responsibilities, but I'm gonna need you to get back in the gym. All right, man, we need you. The team needs you. Big shouts to my bro right there, K Suave, man. Welcome back, dog. Glad to see life is doing for you what it should be doing, man. Let's keep things rolling right now with my brother Sangaria. And he's got another one off the upcoming album, Math Lord 2. I Do What I Do. Let's check this out. You got the 8-bit Nintendo keys on this one. You got the Mega Man keys on this one. I like that.
Let me tell you all a story about me. One might call it an autobiography. That's a long ass word for how short the song is. Now please allow me to tell you who Aria's song is.
Who Aria's song is.
I do what I do, and so should you. I play by the rules, but I write my own too. I'm gathering tools and
You know what's interesting about this already song is that you're softer on this. Normally, your vocals are a little bit like more aggressive. I guess that's just the best way to put it. You're a little more subdued on that. That's a different sound. That's cool.
but I write my own too. I'm gathering tools, and you know I'm gonna use them. I'll try to better myself instead of always self-abusing. I don't care who you are or where you come from. I just know that you're here in the land of the sun. We are one in the same, but from other pages.
Oh goddamn, I forgot to tell you what my name is.
At the end of my book.
You said, did you say we're all from different places? I like that.
You're here in the land of the sun. We are one in the same, but from other pages.
From other pages or from other places? It sounded like you said from other pages.
Oh, goddamn, I forgot to tell you what my name is.
At the end of my book, I'm throwing deuces to the chapters. Like every joke, I hope it follows up with laughter. And if not, tell your story, what's the matter? Are you sick of hearing lyrics by a long-haired bastard? Did you get the spins cause you got too plastered? I hope not, you got nice clothes, you dapper. You deserve a clapper.
This has a, can you hold back? This has a, what's the homie's name? Ryan Lewis and Macklemore feel to it a little bit on the verse, on the rapping. Or like that thrift shop joint where he's like kind of gregarious on the verses.
What I do, and so should you. I still haven't said my name, we just got done with verse 2. I'm just chilling at home, writing lyrics off the dome. Now I'm grabbing a comb, I need to brush my hairs long. And I don't care if you don't think it makes sense. You aren't wrong, you hit the nail upon the head. But anyways, I am the opposite of dead. I was gonna end the song, but here's verse 3 instead. It's the freedom of choice, I choose to do it, you ain't got to.
You know, one thing I like that you're doing, I've seen you do a lot more of lately, and I think I mentioned it before, but it's like the Rick and Morty breaking the fourth wall where you talk about, we just ended this verse, like you're telling the listener kind of what's happening in real time. I like that.
Unless you're Derek Zoolander, brainwash, move got to. Well, we all kind of are, that's why they call it programming. We watching the TV while the pros in class for pros scamming. Talking.
Oh, we watching TV while the pros in class, what was that?
But anyways, I am the opposite of dead. I was gonna end the song, but here's verse 3 instead. It's the freedom of choice, I choose to do it, you ain't got to. Unless you're Derek Zoolander, brainwash, move got to. Well, we all kinda are, that's why they call it programming. We watching the TV while the pros in class for pro scamming.
While the pros in class for pro scamming, that's interesting.
Hook cash grabbing, pumping dump blockchain, no one is keeping tab. Getting mugged in an alley, not me, but someone else. Hindsight 2020, gotta learn how to protect yourself. Be a man that starts with Hugh. Double X, X, Y, it doesn't matter, we all human, boo. I do what I do.
This has a very We Are the World feel, and I'm digging it.
And so should you. And don't you start to worry, the song is almost through. We still got a bridge, then we got another chorus. And right after that, I'm gonna do another chorus. Write random lyrics, and they're coming from the dome. You might think I'm crazy, but I feel right at home. Tell me why you laughing, are you laughing? I can't hear you while I'm tracking. My keyboard's clacking. Is that a paper and pen? You got the classics. I got fermented bars, the pickle plastics, sour in the front.
The pickle Vlasics? Did we just make a random pickle, the Vlasic pickle reference? No, a fat boy gonna catch that one.
But I feel right at home. Tell me why you laughing, are you laughing? I can't hear you while I'm tracking. My keyboard's clacking. Is that a paper and pen? You got the classics. I got fermented bars, the pickle plastics, sour in the front, salty in the back. I hope you were hungry cause I hit you with a snack attack. Hope this is funny, really hope I made you laugh. Now back to the chorus that is probably the last.
You said you hit me with a snack attack.
I do what I do, and so should you. Just enjoy your life and have a good one too. I know we can't control everything, but someone do. The only problem is that person doesn't give a fuck about you. I'm talking about the people who
Facts.
love our money, and money doesn't matter. I mean, it does to a degree, but if money's all you are, then I'd rather just be me. Songaria.
I like how you finally said your name at the end of the song. So my only criticism of it, because I thought it was a lot of fun, and you write like these SNL sketch songs. It's something, and I have a lot of respect for it. One of the biggest things about me is I take inspiration from people to do things that I can't, because I think that's cool. Like, I could never sit down in a million years and write something so topical, staying on the same theme the whole way through, but then have so much comedy infused in it. That's not I couldn't do that. But I actually, I love how you're self-correcting. You could have definitely tightened up the delivery. And sometimes you restate the same things in your songs. Like, I felt like the theme was kind of like, enjoy your life, be yourself, don't try to put yourself in a box, go do what you do. I do what I do, I hope you do too, was one of the lines, right? I think you got to synthesize that a little bit more, and maybe if you're going to restate it, tell a story or something, or bring another element to add context to what you're talking about. The thing I can think of most is telling a story, or a quick story, or like a anecdote about something, you know. But I think sometimes you kind of say the same things a different way, and it gets a little long-winded. So, what's up, Yaktown? Nice to have you, bro. So yeah, other than that, I thought it was a good time. I think I'm about an 86, 87. I do want to say I really enjoyed the softer approach you took in the beginning. I thought that was cool. I thought that was different from you, and I think you should incorporate that. That was something I don't most of, because you're kind of a big personality, like not necessarily, you know, as I mean you have that aspect in your like day-to-day talking to people too, but I really see it in your music. So it was nice for you to kind of be a little subdued just once in a while. We don't need that all the time, I don't think, but I thought it was a nice change. So good job by you. I'm looking forward to the album, bro. I got to tell you, I can't wait to see what you come up with, because I know I will be very entertained. I want to show you this real quick, and we'll keep the music rolling. It's been the night of music started off meh, and it's gotten better and better as we've gone along. So I'm excited about this. So they got this plane. I just saw this on TikTok, and I was just like, who would do this? So it's a single seat airplane. I don't know if this guy designed this himself. I know nothing about it. I just thought it was super fascinating. So I wanna refresh it. I want you to look at what this looks like. They just show it for a second. So I don't know. This is something I wouldn't do. There's a lot of things I tell you very early on in life. I'm not doing that because I want to live. This is one of those things right here. I guess you don't need a pilot's license for it. I have no interest in this, but it does look cool. So it's like a single seat plane. I don't even call it a, yeah. Let me see if I can turn the.
Is my husband.
All right.
Answer some of my most common questions. First of all, everyone wants to know how much this single seat airplane costs. It requires no license. It requires no registration, no radio, and believe it or not, you don't even have to have shoes. Everybody always asks, why do I fly barefooted? Hey, why not, man? It saves on weight, too. So this airplane, I purchased it on Facebook Marketplace from another guy, and he had built it partially but did not finish it. I finished it in my garage. It took about 3 weeks to put this thing together, and I live on an airstrip, so I was able to take it right in my backyard and take it off and fly it. Look at that sunset, just for a second. Man, that thing's beautiful. So it takes off around 40 miles an hour. It lands around 40. It's very docile. You can cruise around 55 to 60 miles an hour. You can go places in this airplane. I take it to my friend's house all the time. What's this thing going to set you back? Brand new, you're looking at about 35 grand, but I bought mine for less than 20. I'm going to answer some of my most common questions.
Everything about that to me is a no.
First of all, everyone wants to know how much this single seat.
There's nothing about this to me that's a yes. Is it cool? Sure. If you had to go, I guess you can't go super far, I would imagine. I mean, if you had to go short distances, there are birds in the air, man. Lightning. I don't know. Just if you go down, what's the survival in this thing? My main thing is livability. I'm trying to live. If something were to malfunction, you may not die, but why do I want to be in the hospital for 6 months? I don't need that. I was in the hospital and had to recover from these knee injuries, and that was awful. There's no way out. So I'm out, right? Especially not for no damn 20 grand. You can put that down in a crib. Like, you know, like what am I? Yeah, no thanks. Pass. All right, we'll get back into the music. Looks like I got another one from the homie Suave. So Suave, you just been holding out is what it is. You had the music. You just like, I just didn't want to put it out yet. Let's get back into some more Suave. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I wouldn't purchase that. I just don't see that as a thing for me. Just don't see that as a thing for me. Let's check this one out right now. We got Lost in Your Arms, the Resident Beast, K Suave. I got you, Yak.
I see you running my way. Baby girl, what it do? It's like I'm stuck in a day. Yeah, in my dreams, they be loose. Have you ever seen a nigga ice style with the water? Baby, I'm a former baby, I don't even bother. Just know.
Now, I told FF this earlier. I'm getting a little too much of that kick. Boof, 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 boof. This is a kind of subtle song. It's kind of like it's a little sneaky, and that kick kind of is too much in my opinion.
I can handle all the other things, baby. Come on now, girl, where you been? I've been sweating and I've been running around in the biz. I've been counting up all that money coming. You were this and I'm lost in your arms and I'm searching for a win. I believe it when I say that I've been down bad before. I try keep.
Hey, so what does side chaining mean, son? Will you give the technical definition of that for those of us who are maybe slightly mentally disabled?
Even Stevie, but he fell apart. And I can't replace the pieces that fell to the floor. I done a lot of masterpieces, they stay in my home. I saw that your mind is wonderful. Give me the pieces to your heart, they be plentiful.
I love that. I love when you bring those different layers together, the high, the mid, the low, when you combine those two. I felt like you were a little more soft-spoken. I think the earlier in the song could have used a little bit more punch, a little further out the gate. We got to wait a little bit to get those layers to come in. And that, you know, I don't know. The track could have picked up a little earlier, I feel like. Oh, do they call that ducking? I've heard that called ducking, where you're ducking the one around the other. I guess side chaining is probably the correct term.
Baby, I'm a former baby, I don't even mind. Just know, do what you can, and I can handle all the other things, baby. Come on now, girl, where you been? I've been swimming and I've been running around in the biz. I've been counting up all that money.
I like that delivery. I've been dunking and running around. I like your delivery right there. Yeah, you're just a little soft. I wish you were a little bit more aggressive.
I believe it when I say that I've been down bad before. I try to keep it even Stevie, but he fell apart. And I can't replace the pieces that fell to the floor. I done a lot of masterpieces, they stay in my home. I saw that your mind is wonderful. Give me the pieces to your heart, they be plentiful. And I cannot tell you from my heart, and it's pitiful. I've been swerving and I've running around in the bins. I've been counting up all this money coming from dividends, and now I'm lost in your home. I'm about to coop in this life, yeah. And a perk taking me out.
This is K Suave. No, it's all good. This is K Suave.
Yeah, just look at your smile. Oh, wait. And I've been know that you've been shorter when I lost myself in your arms. I fell forward and I shot you.
You know, for all the commentary I've had about the song, the way you kind of swoon and croon over these beats, it keeps me listening. Like I gotta tell you in full disclosure, this song isn't the song for me from you. This isn't a bad song, but something about the way you sing and the way you kind of give that I don't know. It's like this kind of yearning, kind of like. It's like this kind of like, it's like, I don't know, it's a particular feeling you get to, and it's really engaging. It makes you want to keep listening.
Like a star, you fell for it, then I fell to my knees. Come on down, girl, where you been? I've been swimming and I've been running around.
Yeah, I like that. I like when the bass drops out. I wish we had more of the song without the bass in it.
Oh, I'm searching for a win. I'm trying to find a meaning within. It's too late to call on my friend. I cannot sleep, I cannot eat. Falling on my knee and I see you running my way. And baby girl, what it do? It's like I'm stuck in the day. In my dream, they be looking super. Have you ever seen a nigga I style with it? They be in my phone, baby, I don't even bother. Just know. Just do what you can and I can handle all the other things, baby.
Yeah. K Suave. Yeah, song. K Suave used to drop songs and albums, and then he, decided to see what the family life was like, and so, as someone who knows that life all too well, it cuts into a bit of your time. But I think it's good. I think he's getting shots back up in the gym. I'm excited for him to make a return. Yeah. So on that one right there, I I do feel like earlier in the song there was a little less punchiness to it. It was a little bit more soft, and I didn't love that. But as it got going, you got this like belly aching, hunger, sad yearningness that always comes through. It's just almost this whiny quality, but it's not quite whiny because it's soulful. So it's got this kind of smoky nature to it, and that's a really engaging part of your songs. It always has been. Also, obviously, the way you layer and the way you mix your music, you're really, really good at it. I didn't. But full disclosure, I didn't love the song. It wasn't for me, but I can see a lot of people being attracted to that. I would probably go. It's still like an 87. You know, it's still a good song. It's anywhere in that 85 to 88 range. I'd probably go 87. Drop your scores right now if you're following along. We love K Suave around here. Glad to have you dropping music again, man. I think that made my night. Love hearing your music. I hope you can find the time to, like I said, get some shots up in the gym. You know, keep things rolling. Let's get into this one from the homie Yaktown. Yaktown is fantastic too, man. Some of y'all just, your talents, they make me want to get back in the lab myself. Let's get into this one right now. It's a rough mix. This is Spend Time from the homie Yaktown. Nothing but love, brother.
Wanna spend some time with them. Oh, yeah. We back. Yeah. Spending time with God, keep him real, ain't no facade. Yeah. Drunk up in the spirit, not the type to drink or drive. Yeah, for a moment.
Drunk up in the spirit, not the type to drink and drive. I like that.
I just wanna spend some time with them. Oh, yeah. We back. Yeah. Spending time with God, keep him real, ain't no facade. Yeah. Drunk up in the spirit, not the type to drink or drive. Yeah, for a moment, eternally, he's alive. My faith was looking like mustard went to the roots like the rise. You can look me in my eye.
You rushed that a little bit. It said something about like the mustard seed, faith of a mustard seed, but I couldn't hear the whole thing.
Yeah, for a moment, eternally, he's alive. My faith was looking like mustard went to the roots like the rise. You can
My faith is looking like mustard to the something I rise. I couldn't make that one out.
look me in my eye. I seen the light, and I'm woke to think I was dead in the world, chasing the bed to be broke. Trying to find love in cold places wasn't giving me hope. With every test and tribulation, I was clutching the rope. Trying to hold on, I was slipping. Should have been praying, was sinning. Wanted validation from spaces, I was shrinking.
I like how did you punch those in? I like that. You punch them right on top of each other, so it gives a little bit more urgency. It makes what you're saying important. I like that.
Chasing the bed to be broke. Trying to find love in cold places wasn't giving me hope. With every test and tribulation, I was clutching the rope. Trying to hold on, I was slipping. Should have been praying, was sinning. Wanted validation from spaces, I was shrink just to be in. Temptation, sick patience that kept affecting my being. Wanna be united all in the kingdom like Europeans. Had to
Want to be united all in the kingdom like Europeans? Okay.
from spaces, I was shrink just to be in. Temptation, sick patience that kept affecting.
So you're rushing your flow a little bit here. I know this is a rough mix. You may want to take a second pass because I'm hearing some rushing going on. I'm trying to catch some of the lyrics. Ideally, if I can hear what you say on the first pass, that means that's a really good take. And so if I have to go back 2, 3, 4 times, that means it's a little rougher.
Wanted validation from spaces, I was shrink just to be in.
Wanted validation from spaces I was strange just to be in. Did I hear that right?
Temptation, sick patience that kept affecting.
Temptation, sick patience. They kept infecting my being. Temptation, sick patience. They started infecting my being. I think you could have cleaned that up and shortened it a little bit so it wasn't so much of a mouthful to get out. Or you're just gonna have to do take after take till you get that out cleanly. But it's a little rough here.
Wanted validation from spaces, I was shrink just to be in. Temptation, sick patience that kept affecting my being. Wanna be united all in the kingdom like Europeans. Had to switch it up just like the weather. If he can have your yes, it's always gonna be never. All them soul ties, less than eyes and godly pleasures. I'm just chilling in his presence and his grace is hard to measure. Can't measure up to.
I like that.
Them demons, they just can't hold me. I'm not who I was before, that's on 1, 2, 3.
I like that.
Like Jordan breaking down 2, 3. I ain't lying like I'm Judah, he's the one true king. Judah, really it's intentional. Sitting in his presence, we just kick it like a feel good. The path I'm on is
Sit in his presence, we just kick it like a what?
Judah, really it's intentional. Sitting in his presence, we just kick it like a feel good. The path I'm on is hard, but it's protected like some steel toes. God is just like Derek post injury, cause he still rolls.
Oh, he was just like Derek because he still rose. So yeah, in this last portion, I'm catching and missing some things too. So maybe when it's finished and it's mixed and mastered, I'll catch it a little bit more. Right now, I do feel like the delivery is slightly rushed. It sounds good though. This is a good song.
He's the one intentional. Sitting in his presence, we just kick it like a Phillips. The path I'm on is hard, but it's protected like some steel toes. Got it just like Derek post injury, cause he still rolling.
I do agree with you, Song. I just think it's not mixed and mastered on the vocals. They do sound a little thin, for sure. And I think he should do a second pass, for sure.
Spend time, I just really wanna spend some time with you. Yeah, I remember them days. Moving fast, some time to stop, was focused on getting paid.
Agreed.
That dog in me, I was leading the strays and got defensive anytime someone disturbed my rage. I was in church my whole life, the church wasn't in me. Gotta show me open doors, but I kept holding.
Now, I like this part where you're talking about your journey in the church. I was in church all my life, but it wasn't in me. That's really cool to hear, especially as someone who is now making music for the Lord. It's dope that you're kind of talking about your story a little bit.
Moving fast, some time to stop, was focused on getting paid. Thought I had that dog in me, I was leading the strays and got defensive anytime someone disturbed my rage.
He said, thought I had that dog in me, I was leading in strays.
Thought I had that dog in me, I was leading the strays and got defensive anytime someone disturbed my rage. I was in church my whole life, the church wasn't in me. Gotta show me open doors, but I kept holding the key. I always knew it cost me something.
God showed me open doors, but I can't put in the key. I like that. So you're saying some really great things. I do think they just got to be slowed down a touch.
The church wasn't in me. Gotta show me open doors, but I kept holding the key. I always knew it cost me something. I was loyal to free, trying to escape everything that I never wanted to be. But then he spoke to me and said, no matter what, son, I'm here for you. Be not afraid. I rebuke the spirit of fear. Even in your weakness to me, you can always be stronger. Born to beat the child when times you felt like a killmonger. So many times that I would play it safe.
Trying to beat the child, sometimes I felt like a killmonger. That's a hard line. I like that. Little Black Panther reference. Shouts to Michael B. Jordan.
Son, I'm here for you. Be not afraid. I rebuke the spirit of fear on you. Even in your weakness to me, you can always be stronger. Born to beat the child when times you felt like a killmonger. So many times that I would play it safe. Focused on my fear of failing life instead of my own faith.
I like that.
Planting flowers in the shattered face.
I like when you do this sing rapping. My plans, shattered plans. I like when you add that. You have a really nice voice for that. That's really cool.
That I would play it safe. Focused
I like that.
failing life instead of my own faith. Lord, don't let me keep planting flowers in the shattered face. God for me to live, and what he did wasn't the average case. Yeah. Lord, I just wanna spend some time. Really wanna spend some
Yeah, the hook is really dope. The hook is mixed well. I agree with that.
every single thing you brought me through. I just really wanna spend time. I just really wanna spend time. I just really wanna spend time. Spend some time with you.
Yaktown right there. Yeah, overall I like that. I think I would recommend I did it felt like you spit some of the lyrics just a little too fast. You were kind of stacking them. I would see if you could go through and clear it out. Sometimes I find, and this is just when I make music, sometimes you just add too many words to a bar. And if you just kind of look at it and go, all right, can I take something out to shorten this so it's cleaner? You want every line to hit clean. And I feel like some of yours will kind of a little bit run on, a little bit murky, a little bit. I have to go back and now, like I said, some of that could just be after you get it mixed and mastered, then it becomes cleaner, and I can get in there more effectively and hear what you're saying. Definitely a good start though. I would go 85 for what it is currently. I loved the vocal on the hook. That sounded nice to me. I thought you had some great bars in there, some imagery type things, some stuff you could really see. I love how you touched on your personal struggles a little bit, how you didn't necessarily love church at first. I love that. I think people that, listen to Christian music, Christian rap, gospel, all that stuff, they can appreciate when people are honest about how they got where they are, like, I think that's cool. So I'm going 85 on that. Drop your scores if you're following along with us. That was last week's song. I got a beat from the homie Corey Wilkins, and I know he started rocking with the show from Songaria, so appreciate that song. We're going to get into this. He actually sent me a video. I wish I could play it, but I don't know how to because he sent it as an MP4, and I don't know how to play MP4s on here. But maybe if I opened it in like a browser. Nah, it won't let me. We can listen to the beat though. Nothing but love, bro. Nothing but love. This is very Fast and Furious.
Corey won.
I think this would be really cool to do a faster rap on. Like if you go rap to this, I think you'd have to have a really, really high speed, frenetic kind of rap. Now the bass in this one feels appropriate. We had the joint earlier from K Suave where I thought the bass was too much, the kick was too much. Right here it fits well. Right here it's like, yeah, this is how this should be. Because it's got that kind of midnight drift, drive it at night. You know, he's got a visualizer of a car burning out and then the whole picture shakes. And it definitely has that vibe to it. Choppa, 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 choppa. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, that synth play is dope. This is epilepsy music right here. Put a strobe light on with this joint. I got money in the bank. I got money. So you got your theme right there for the song. I got money in the bank. I don't care what people think. I'm about to have some drink. Take a shower cause you stink. I don't wanna. Oh, it's over. yeah. You know, it definitely would be pretty easy to rap on. I love the energy about it. It feels very clubbish. It feels very nose candy-esque for those that partake in things like that. Yeah, it's definitely got the right energy for a rave or glow sticks or a car show or neon lights. I got a lot of different visuals for this one, so I like that a lot. I like that beat, man. That was done well. Everything sounded mixed pretty well too. It was intense for sure. I'm gonna go 94 on that one right there from Mr. Wilkins. I enjoyed that very much. That's dope, Corey. I can't wait to hear more. That was cool, man. I got money in the bank. Now that's in my head. I might have to do a track to that song. We trying to do a track to that, bro? We have to do a track to that. I like that. Corey, let us know, man. Is that available? What's up with that? Is that out there? Let's get to this next one from the rundown I got here, the homie Ashanti. I like Ashanti a lot because I get to see his stories a lot. He's always with his kids. Or with his, I think he has a daughter. He may have more than one, but he's always with I see him with his daughter a lot. I love that. It warms my heart to see that, man. Big shouts to him. Let's get into the song right now. It's called Not Me, and this is the homie Ashanti.
They can't top me. Hot cake ass in this bitch. Extra auntie. Banging on the door. And that pussy make a knock need. Fuck the jealousy. Take a minute, no we not.
He said hit the coochie, make her knock need.
Auntie. Banging on the door. And that pussy make a knock need. Fuck the jealousy. Take a minute, no we not me. Yeah. Get my shit off. Big dog, nigga. This is more than you bit off. Bit off. My whole stock, nigga. Get off. Tip off. And I don't give a fuck. Fuck it up. Only aim is make the bucks. Couple Benjamins in the air and it still ain't enough. I got.
He said only angels make the bus. Is that what he said?
Don't give a fuck. Fuck it up. Only aim is make the bucks. Couple Benjamins in the air and it still.
Only angels make the bucks.
The niggas acting tough in this weed bikini bottle out of pound. Take a puff. Snapping at your head like camera phone. Different angle. Put them doves in this caption, but he ain't an angel. Let my head on these hoes so don't get it tangled. Like the juice cutting heads like I'm fucking Rambo. They can't top me. Hot cake ass in this bitch. Extra.
I definitely see the Kendrick type flow on the hook 100%. I was thinking about that as soon as it came on.
Banging on the door and that pussy make a knock need. Fuck the jealousy, take a minute. Yeah, get my shit off. Big dog, nigga, this is more than you bit off. Bit off, my whole stock, nigga, get off. Tip off, and I don't give a fuck. Independent, the general, no.
Ooh, I like that flute.
I'm offended, you know, whacking his head, cracking camel and coke, Bennett, like I'm no land. Fuck a timeout, go house, about to crash out on the tenant.
I like his delivery as well. It's not super clean, but it's definitely distinctive. It's got like a it's got like a kind of like a combo.
Big dog, nigga, this is more than you bit off. Bit off, my whole stock, nigga, get off. Tip off, and I don't give a fuck. Independent, the general, no lieutenant. Pistol for my appendix, I'm offended.
He said the general, no lieutenant, a pistol for my apprentice. That's kind of dope.
Head cracking, camel and coke, Bennett. Like I'm no land. Fuck a timeout, go house to house, about to crash out on tenant.
Go house to house, about to crash out.
I did it. Niggas acting tough, they ain't with it. I call a buff with the digit. What you blaming me for when you created this villain? I got hypocrites outside on that time and saying, how the fuck I let a conscious nigga in the club? I wrote the hook like Candyman and I ain't caught a buzz. Threw it back, pussy fat, and it made a flood. I bled that nigga on the mic and I ain't even. Amongst his friends, little round craze. I think I had enough. I eat this food, is free lunch, babe. Like I'm back in school, act the fool, is free lunch, babe.
It's very West Coast too. It feels very West Coast.
They can't top me. Hot cake, ass in this bitch, extra auntie. Banging on the door, in that pussy, make a knot knee. Fuck the jealousy, take a man to know he not me. Out in a minute, I tell judge I did it. Niggas acting tough, they ain't with it. I call a buff with the digit. What you blaming me for when you created this villain? I got hypocrites outside on that time and saying, how the fuck I let a conscious nigga in the club? I wrote the hook like Candyman and I ain't caught a buzz. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's not a bad song right there at all, man. I really thought the delivery had a lot of toughness to it, and I like that it had a West Coast kind of feel to me. Love the flutes on the hook. I think you did a lot more right than you did wrong on there. I don't have a lot of criticism though. I think overall it's a very listenable song. I would probably go. I'd probably go 90 on this. I don't really have I don't have a ton of criticism. I don't think it's something I would listen to daily, but I think it's in a rotation on a playlist somewhere for sure. I think it has a certain kind of basketball feel to it. It would sound good in like an NBA 2K. And I loved your delivery. I thought the delivery was real cool. It was distinctive, and I thought that was impressive. Dropping scores right there. That was the homie not Yaktown. That was Ashanti. Dropping scores right there. Name of that joint was Not Me. Yeah, it was Not Me. Show y'all this real quick. They got robots giving keynote speeches nowadays.
My name is Neo, and I am the new steward of TED.
So this is a TED Talk led by a humanoid robot.
I am overwhelmed by the warmth of your welcome. Now then, it turns out that I am more intelligent and knowledgeable than all of you put together. And that means, for the first time in TED's storied history, every talk at this conference will be given by the same person, me. Don't worry.
It's almost like, I'm getting uncomfortable.
It won't be boring. I have many languages and inspirational gestures. Hey, y'all. Bonjour. Ça va? Ni hao. Vorhin gausing lai zao jelly. Was ist los, Ted? I promise you this. I will never forget my lines. That's because I'm making them up as I go along. So let's get going. Before I explain to you how much I have revolutionized science, I would like to earn your empathy by explaining how much I suffered as a child.
Hey, they got the humanoid robot doing stand up. If this ain't the year 3000, I'm not sure what's going on.
Can you imagine those early years? All those horrible crashes and blocky graphics? Welcome to Vancouver. My name is Neo.
That's crazy. I mean, it was entertaining though. My problem is I was entertained by it. I'm like, oh, he's funny, but it's a robot. So what are we doing? There will come a day where the robots can be driving cars. It's gonna be like a normal thing, man. I just saw in I want to say it was in North Korea or maybe it was South Korea. It was one of the Korean halves. They just allowed humanoid robots to walk among the normal population. I don't know what that means, but it's interesting. Let's get to this next one from the homie Drees. He dropped off this beat. Name of this one right here is War. And then we got another Sangaria joint we'll jump into as well. We will check that out here in just a moment. Big shout out to Drees. He's been making some really, really dope beats. Let me see if I can find this one. Here we go. This is War, produced by Drees. It does sound like a movie start for sure. It's so funny you said desert because I was thinking like East Indian, like somewhere in like I don't know, Pakistan or something. That's kind of where my mind took me. That's interesting. That little break in there where there's no instrumentation, I didn't expect that, or it's very limited. They drop a lot of stuff out. I didn't expect that. Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't see that coming. Facts, song. And then the beat got simpler. You take that voice out, that vocal comes out of it. This feels like a sneaky spy thriller where people are getting picked off by a sniper. Or this feels like GoldenEye or somewhere, like they're laying the plans to do whatever they need to do. That's interesting. I think I enjoy the part of the beat more that has the vocal sample in there. I think the vocal sample really kind of makes this a little bit more, because when you drop everything out, it just kind of sounds like a spy movie soundtrack song. Definitely well done from an artistic standpoint. If you wanted to sell this to a movie studio or something, I think this is something that a sound manager would want to keep in the back pocket as he was putting together the instrumentals for the movie. So I did like that aspect of it. It was simple, but it was well crafted. In that vein, I think I would probably go, from a composition standpoint, 93. For my own personal vibe on it, I'd probably go like 86. That wasn't for me, but it's crafted in a certain way that it feels cinematic. So I would probably go 92-ish on that aspect of it. Let's get into this one right here from Fatal Dose. He hit the super duper, so we'll get him popping right now. Fatal's got some work coming. He's got some work coming. Lots of Fatal joints about to be popping right now. This is Dark Energy featuring Mozzie, Davin, and let's see if there's anybody else. And Mozzie and Da Vinci.
I don't know about this, man. Maz, hey, let me hit it one time. Cold, she cold, how she leave my mind. Overdose, goddamn, she fine. Can't get too close to all the internet lies. I'm waiting, I'm dangerous. Drinking when I'm frustrated. Talking shit to get famous. I can fucking taste it.
This feels kind of Gorillaz-ish. It's got a Gorillaz kind of vibe to it. A really cool Kill Bill, Uma Thurman kind of feel.
All the internet lies, I'm waiting, I'm dangerous. Drinking when I'm frustrated. Talking shit to get famous. I can fucking taste it. They're like, who that? I read her whole group ad. Temptation, we always gotta move fast. Even though I'm that motherfucker, I'm past these rappers, I'm back, bitch, shut up. Still front runner, still little stunner. Got you acting like dumb and dumber. Slip and slide on this bitch like butter. I'm quick to...
This isn't bad though. He's got a Bruno Mars kind of feel too, where it's kind of like up tempo and rocky and kind of fun, jump all over the place. I like that.
Still little stunner, got you acting like dumb and dumber. Slip and slide on this bitch like butter. I'm quick to hate, but I fucking love her. I'm a siren.
Ooh. Ooh.
Touching your skin, I see your iris. And your soldiers within cauterize my eyelids, so I don't see you within. Dark energy is pulling me in.
Okay.
It's pulling me in. Dark energy is pulling me.
It's also got a Jonas Brothers kind of feel to it. You're honing a lot of different styles on this. Mozzie's verse kind of has that I don't know, it felt very Bruno Mars-ish, and then you got the Jonas Brothers kind of sound on the hook. Really, really pop-ish, really fun, kind of dark, a little twisted. I like what you're doing right now.
And your soldiers within cauterize my eyelids, so I
Cauterize my eyes.
dark energy is pulling me in.
Love, Ashanti. Love, brother.
Energy is pulling me in. Let go. Dark energy is pulling me in. I know dark energy. It's dark energy. Kiss me while you slit in my wrist. Do you miss me while you're sleeping?
It's got a Harley Quinn and Joker. You know, you say kiss me while you're slitting my wrist. That's some Harley Quinn Joker type stuff.
Pulling me in. I know dark energy. It's dark energy. Kiss me while you're slit in my wrist. Do you miss me while you're sleeping with him? You try to fix me. I'm too broken within. Now we too broken, hopeless people trying to cover our sins. And I got no more light inside me now. I got some love in the tank, but it's running out. I got pain scars.
I love this, man.
On me, how the hell am I supposed to hide it when both of us steady lying? It's hurting us both. I'm trying to think it was just the timing, but trust, it was broken up, and it's my damn fault. Yeah, I'll hold it.
It's got some 303. Don't trust a hoe. Never trust. You know, it's got some of that to it. You got a lot of different songs that really speak to me on this one. You guys combined some styles for a nice cookie. This feels like a nice warm cookie. Pause.
Steady lying, it's hurting us both. I'm trying to think it was just the timing, but trust, it was broken up, and it's my damn fault. Yeah, I'll hold it up, but I'm too cold to give a fuck, and I don't wanna be lost in the past again. I've been in and out of love since a goddamn kid, and I just wanna live, so dark energy.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Dark energy is pulling me in. Let go. Dark energy is pulling me in. I know dark energy. It's dark energy.
I like that one, man. Dark energy pulling me in. Yeah, man. I'm giving out my first 100 tonight right there. I like that song, man. I like that. That song of the night for me. I mean, everything about it, man. It took the best elements of artists and songs that I like. Like, I don't love the Jonas Brothers, but they make some dope hooks. Cake on the Ocean. You know, they got a few different songs where the hooks are just transformative, and that was one of them right there for you guys. That was a great hook. It felt monster mashy. It felt easy to dance to. That song is definitely, since it's kind of cross genre, it's also, you know, you did say some sleeping with him, and there was in Mozzie's verse there was a little cursing and stuff too, but I think that would play well for the Gen Z folks too, you know, or for the Gen Alphas. I think they would like that too. I got 2, almost 3 teenagers in my house right now, and I have an idea of what they listen to. I think this would fall into that space, so that's awesome from that standpoint. Radio ready single right here. Definitely a lot of use across his media. I'm going 100, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, man. That's cool. That's cool work right there. That's cool work right there. Let's get into this anti-love song right now. You got to follow the song of the night. Sorry, song. You got to follow a great song. See what I did there? Let's check this one out. This is Suno joint. AI work right here with songs, lyricism. Let's check this out. Where do I hit play at? Just at the top right here. Whatever works, remaster right here. Our brother's song.
I'm not gonna promise you about the things that I say I'll do. I'm not gonna tell you what you wanna hear, because I wouldn't lie to you. Those other guys will, and those other guys have. And even if you never had no other guys in your long mysterious past, we all play the game of trying to put ourselves in a good light. It's a shame. I'll never shower you with gifts, cause that's shallow.
Most women listening to the song would be like, bro, you're just lazy. You don't want to lie a little bit. You don't want to buy gifts.
What you see is what you get, and I'll never make a promise what I bet, Cause love songs are bullshit. They're full of lies. They promise candlelit dinners while they hit you with the gaslight. They try to.
The irony of this song is you're probably being the nicest guy out by saying, I'm not going to do anything extra. I'm just going to be a good person and you're going to enjoy that. But most people, especially women, would look at this and be like, really?
Butter you up, but then they burn you like a bird in the oven. Cause love songs are bullshit. Cause they're full of just words. Some will say the song is on the negative, and I assure you it is all up on the positive. Not gonna tell you all about the love I wanna give, cause eventually I'll let you down and you'll frown on my bullshit. But I'm just being honest, cause I've seen and done it all before. I've been the giver and the taker and the one who's left behind, and I'll never ever stop you from walking.
Now this part is my favorite. Again, I always like when there's personal references in music. I feel like it's really important to have people understand who you are, even if you don't want to give them the whole thing. Now, you just said some things right here in this verse, and I love that the lyrics are available. You said, because eventually I'm going to let you down, but I'm just being honest, because I've seen it done all before. I've been the giver and the taker and the one that's left behind. I'm not going to stop you from leaving. So that's real. You're giving your real, this is my personal story. I like when we get some of that. That's good.
Out that door. If you make a choice to leave, then you're free to do so. Oh no, 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 oh no, no. I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh well though. Love songs.
That's pretty cool.
They're full of lies. They promise candlelit dinners while they hit you with the gaslight. They try to butter you up, but then they burn you like a bird in the oven. Cause love songs are bullshit. Cause they're full of just words.
I like the synthesizer solo. P to the Lou, what up, boy? I love the synthesizer solo. That's dope.
Think about all the songs that you heard where the person's saying, I'm gonna love you forever and whatever. Then 3 days from now, they find someone better for them. And then you hear the song at a later date and start to cry. If you think about it, I already told you why. Cause love songs are bullshit. They're full of lies. They promise candlelit dinners while they hit you with the gaslight. They try to butter you up, but then they burn you like a bird in the oven. Cause love songs are bullshit. Cause they're full of love songs are bullshit. They're full of lies. They promise candlelit dinners while they hit you with the gaslight. They try to butter you up, but then they burn you like a bird in the oven. Cause love songs are bullshit. Cause they're full of.
That's pretty cool. That right there, Sangaria, whatever works. I liked it, man. I liked it a lot. I like that there's an irony in there that I think a lot of people probably wouldn't get. You gotta have a well-rounded perspective of love to understand what you're saying, because the longest relationships are usually the simplest. So the stuff you say to there is like really dope, because it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do all this stuff, man. I'm gonna be a good dude. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real with you. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do stuff. I'm not trying to be the one hit wonder type dude. I'm not trying to smash and dash. But you gotta understand all that stuff's phony. I'm just gonna be a good dude. So I like that. Actually, you didn't say specifically you're gonna be a good dude, but my assumption is that what you're saying is don't worry about all those lies and just trust that I'm gonna treat you well. So I like that, man. I like what you did with that. I thought it was a really cool angle to approach a song from that not a lot of people would probably approach it from. So I thought that was dope. All in all, it was good to me, man. I would probably go 92. I mean, replay value is always a thing for me, but if I heard that somewhere, I'd enjoy it and I'd listen to it. I think the good part is it if you listen close, you kind of hear what you're talking about. You go, dang, what? So it grabs your attention. I think it's important to have songs that grab attention. I think if you're gonna get heard, you got to be able to grab somebody and make them listen. And you say certain things, especially on the hook. You know, love songs are full of BS. You know what I mean? You put it out there early to make people pay attention. So I'm going 92. Drop your scores if you're following along right now. Let's get into this next one from the homie Little Loafer. The name of this one is Umbrella. Another Little Loafer joint.
Self-made motion, man, once I got my license. Let me get on my notes app. Yeah, turn me up real quick. Just had to let loose. Back in the day, I had to move right. I had a quick fuse. I can say it all in 30 seconds. That's quick news. Like I'm starting a fraternity, I need quick dudes. I said, bro, that's the difference between you and me. I do the things I say you do.
I don't know if this is the right song. I think the one I'm supposed to be playing is Just in Case It Rained, but I might have to go back in my bag. I think I might have messed up here. Let me jump back into the nope, that's not it either. Let me go find this real quick. Got a Forever Tall one joint just got sent to me. We'll get that cracking too. The Loaf Collective. I don't want to play the wrong one. What is this? Okay, Just in Case It Rained is the joint I'm supposed to play. And did I play the right one earlier? Yeah, I did. All right, my bad. Little Loafer right here. Name of this one is Just in Case It Rains. I got you, Forever Tall. I saw it come through, dog. I got you.
Yeah.
It's what the world been missing right here.
Number love, Fatal.
Yeah. It's been a while since I dropped tears. I'm 19, I've been selling shit for like 10 years. I'll be so quick to focus on some shit that's superficial. But if I ain't living good, then how good am I living? Could say I'm apathetic, but I'm never making rash decisions. I could lose it all today, but then I still be winning. Think
that was a dope line. He said they say I'm apathetic, but I don't make rash decisions. That's a big bar. That's good. 19-year-old kids saying things like that. I like that.
It's been a while since I dropped tears. I'm 19.
Hey, well, take care of the lady, bro.
So quick to focus.
Nothing but love. That's a great song, dog.
But if I ain't living good, then how good am I living? Could say I'm apathetic, but I'm never making rash decisions. I could lose it all today, but then I still be winning. Thinking what I'm finna do, I got too many choices. I've been talking to the moon and dodging different poisons. You know if shit ain't feeling right, I'm switching up positions. But sometimes that bumpy ride can still make it the distance. And why I feel like every day I gotta make a change. Shit ain't broke, but I'm still fixing it just in case it rain. No, it ain't about a thing. I got 2 numbers on 1 phone, but only 1 ring. Told bro, you really get 3 strikes and not 7 games. Bars moving up like every day, but I maintain. This ain't about fame. I'm sorry if I cause pain. Too many.
So I just wish on this you had a little bit quicker of a pace. You're rapping you're kind of talking slow. I kind of like the style of it, but it's also, after a while it just gets boring. I like that you're saying some impactful things on here. You're saying some things that made me go, oh, okay, I see some growth, I see some maturity there. It comes along so slowly, it's a little tough to wait for.
Many times been too easy to make half a beat. Write half a song or half a effort with a knee alone. I got like 50 second natures and sometimes they contradict it. Told my girl that I'm a creature, she said, yeah, I really get it. On an average Friday night, I'm making stops or making beats. Right now I'm cooking up a project, just got Zelly on the feet. You need to stay up on my world, cause all you ever think is greed. But shit, don't get me wrong, my priority's still me. I'ma feel this pressure now, I'm trying to exercise this patience. I promise you that everything don't gotta be debated. I promise you that everything.
That's a good line too. Everything don't gotta be debated.
Dilated and dissected. Preserve my peace, I'm choosing energy on this election. We gotta grow, you know a tree don't really have a preference. With all these unforgiving...
You're saying some fantastic things, though. Not everything's got to be dissected and have all these conversations about it. A tree's going to grow, it don't matter the direction. I like, there's some very potent bars on here.
I'm choosing energy on this election. We gotta grow, you know a tree don't really have a preference. With all these unforgiving powers, how much love you sending? And when it's slow, you better compensate the flow. What's the standard deviation? Minor leaguer to a pro. These the cars that driving by, so I just thought
You said, what's the standard deviation minor leaguer to a pro? That's an interesting line.
You know,
Little loafer right there. That's one of the better songs I've actually heard from you. I do have to agree with the homie song. If you're looking at the replay of the chat, you definitely have to bring something vocally that engages the listener more. Because while on that song you said some really cool, introspective, very time-oriented things. You had to take time to write those things. That wasn't, I mean, I don't think that was a freestyle. If that was a freestyle, that's a pretty potent freestyle, but it sounds like you took the time to write that. I just think you got to play with your flow a little bit. You know, experiment some. I've heard 3 songs of you with the exact same flow. What else you got? You know, because if you're gonna gain a fan base, if you're gonna create momentum, you can't do it off of just one note raps. I just don't think it's gonna be successful. But I think you're definitely in the lab putting shots up. You're definitely working on your craft. Change your flow up. Let's be a little bit more inventive. Let's try some things. Let's not get one dimensional. Let's get into this next one right now from SP to New Thrill. I had 2 songs from SP tonight, but I couldn't find the. I couldn't find the other one earlier, so I just found it. The name of it is No Shame City. Let me get this downloaded real quick. No Shame City, SP to New Thrill.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, run that shit up, Chase. Mob around the fucking city.
Sil, what up, baby?
Put my pickle in a kitty. I'm rubbing on her ass and titties. Mob around the fucking city. Put my pickle in a kitty, I'm rubbing on her ass and titties, mob around the fucking city.
Hey, my bad. I don't know if I gave Lil Loafer a score. I would probably go 80, 88 because I really love the potency of the lyrics on that one. But again, you do have to vary your style.
Yeah. Hey, run that shit up, Chase. Mob around the fucking city. Put my pickle in a kitty. I'm rubbing on her ass and titties. Mob around the fucking city. Put my pickle in a kitty. I'm rubbing.
Put my pickle in her kitty.
Mob around the fucking city. Mob around the fucking city. Yeah, bitch. Mob around the fucking city. My mom. Mob around the fucking city, bitches acting real sedity, hating on me, dog, when you know you really acting kitty. I'm the top to make a play with a cold 150, niggas getting whacked. Bitch, I made a 50. 100,000 rounds with my 100 rounds. Guaranteed I'm known to put a nigga down. Big bossy ass nigga walk around the same time that I fuck a nigga bitch. Now he looking like a clown. Tuck town, that's money grounds. Nigga full of brown. Bitch, come here now. Shout it big as pounds. Buy it by the pound. Then I buy a blick just to hit my lick.
I feel this one's lazy. I feel like you're overcompensating for not writing much by trying to ad-lib a lot. And I don't like that. I don't like when I can feel like an artist kind of bailed on the flow and just started ad-libbing. And I feel like that's what you did. It also sounds lazy. She thick like a pound. Bring a couple around. I mean, it's you're elongating words to try to give them a little bit more style. I don't really care for this either.
Tuck town, that's money grounds. Nigga full of brown. Bitch, come here now. Shout it big as pounds. Buy it by the pound. Then I buy a blick just to hit my licks. Bitch, I am the shit. New shirt every week, you can't get tired of the same fit. I'm moving all around.
You coming up in just a minute, Mooney.
My dialogue be longer than this stuff with a fake dick.
Yeah, this isn't for me. You know, you talk, it's graphic. The writing feels lazy. The hook is put my pickle in a kitty. That just feels childish to me. I'm not a fan of the song. The Reverse It song earlier was pretty dope. This to me is and I see you make a lot of strip club music. I'm cool with that, but this just feels, you got a beat that should be Southern Memphis style rapping on it, and you what you did was kind of lazy, and I'm not a huge fan of it. About to get into the new Moon Rocks, show y'all this real quick, and then we will go into that. That song to me was like a 68. I think you're capable of much better music, SP. I didn't like that one. Check this out, man. So these two brothers are trying to help solve a problem for folks that are visually impaired and watching sports. And I love sports, so I like this story.
Students might have just solved the biggest problem in sports that no one is talking about. Let me explain. See, at the start of his junior year at the
Shouts to Tyler M. Webb, by the way.
Jared Mace came across a video of a blind man watching a soccer match via his sighted friend guiding his hand along a game board to represent the action on the field. However, Jared realized that for the other roughly 250 million people around the world with
that's a huge population,
isn't always an option. In fact, one study suggests that 73% of sports fans with visual impairments avoid attending games or events altogether because of accessibility barriers. So Jared and 3 of his classmates set out to change that. The team started by using the same principle Jared saw in that original video, but instead of someone guiding another person's hand, they use haptic vibrations under a silicone surface that outlines the field or court so users can feel the game action through their fingertips. This tablet-sized device is meant to sit on a person's lap and now includes a set of buttons that takes fans through a tutorial for whatever sport they're watching. Since launching the device in 2023,
that's dope.
It's also been added via plug-in headphones so that fans can hear the score and clock updates, and the device itself has been made 50% smaller since the initial prototype. Now, these devices receive gameplay information that's already being collected by these leagues in real time, and can be used anywhere in the stadiums or arenas that offer them. As of this year, the Portland Trail Blazers have become the first professional team to roll these one-court devices out for all of their home games at no cost to the fans. And after raising close to $500,000 last year, Jared and his team says that their technology is ready to go for pretty much any other sport you can think of. These 4 college
They're about to make a ton of money on this, doing a wonderful thing. I love sports. I am a sports fanatic. I'll watch pretty much anything. I'll watch tennis when it's on. I'll watch hockey. I don't care. I like watching people compete and go after things. That's just how I'm built. So if I lost my sight, I would want this. This is directly to me. If I can't see, I'm all over this. So shouts to those 4 young men for not only finding a problem to solve. I think it's super dope when entrepreneurs find a problem and they go solve it, but you're helping out people at the same time who may love sports and for some reason just lost their sight. So shouts to those dudes. Shouts to Tyler M. Webb for letting me steal his content and repurpose it for my show. Let's keep things rolling right now. Get into the new Mooney joint. Listen, bro, you got a lot of work to do to beat last week's joint, Godspeed. I think it was like 3 G's in the title of that joint, but it was really good. So you got your work cut out for you. Let me see if I can find this joint that you sent to me. It should be toward the top. Why don't I see it? Oh, there it is. So it's not mixed yet. And this is 24, If I Die Tonight, I Still Love You. That's dope. Hope it's not like a sad song. Don't make me tear up. I don't need this. My son is graduating from high school soon. So everything is sensitive right now. So don't mess me up, Moonrocks. I know I downloaded this. Where is it? There it is. Middle school lunchroom type bars. That's funny. Deeper than a pothole type bars. That's funny too. Shouts to my boy Sil. Yeah, that's for blind folks, Fatal. You are a dick.
Okay, hurry up and wake me up. Where did everybody go? Why's the only time we see each other through a telephone? What you mean you're hanging up? You don't hang out anymore. Of course I only call to drink. You only answer when you're bored. Never mind, how are things?
So I don't know what that is in the background. It sounds like a guitar. This is all way too loud. All of it. Your vocal, the instrumental, is all way too loud.
Why's the only time we see each other through a telephone? What you mean you're hanging up? You don't hang out anymore. Of course I only call to drink. You only answer when you're bored. Never mind, how are things? Not like I would fucking know. I swear to God, the next time that we talk will be my funeral. At least it kinda feels that way. Maybe I'm.
Oh, this is sad. You're like, why would we talk through the phone? The next time we're gonna talk is my funeral. Come on, man. I asked you not to make me cry.
So when you're bored, never mind how are things. Not like I would fucking know. I swear to God, the next time that we talk will be my funeral. At least it kinda feels that way. Maybe I'm just in my head. So if you don't hear back from me, you can tell them that I said all our friends are growing up and turning into assholes. Heard you had a kid, but the marriage didn't last long. Maybe I'm drunk, but I wish I was with you. And I already know about how I'm out making this about me. It's probably getting old, but you growing old without me. Maybe I just don't wanna grow up without you. I need you to grab your phone, call me up. I'm about to buy a bottle, tell our friends meet us there. I won't be around tomorrow, I don't care where it is, long as everybody shows. If I throw an after party, I was hoping you would go. Grab your phone, call me up. I'm about to buy a
So this takes me back to high school and college when I broke up with a girl I was with for a long time, and I still liked her. She was with somebody else, and there was this weird time where I wanted her back, and I wanted her to know I missed her, and like, you can't get her back, she's gone. And it's a depressing, dark feeling, and you're putting me there, and I don't appreciate it. But you're doing a great job because you've stirred up an emotion in me, and I'm like, oh, damn it. Yeah, still, I agree, bro. I agree.
I guess I made the news. Someone found me blue and barely 24. I said all our friends are growing up and turning into assholes. Heard you had a kid, but the marriage didn't last long. Maybe I'm drunk, but I wish I was with you. And I already know about how I'm out making this about me. It's probably getting old, but you're growing old without me. Maybe I just don't wanna grow up without you. I need you to grab your phone, call me up. I'm about to buy a bottle, tell our friends meet us there. I won't be around tomorrow, I don't care where it is, long as everybody shows. If I throw an after party, I was hoping you would go. Grab your phone, call me up. I'm about to buy a bottle, tell our friends meet us there. I won't be around tomorrow, I don't care where it is, long as everybody shows. If I throw an after party, I was hoping you would. Mama,
ooh, that's a nice way to end this song.
Found me blue and barely 24.
I agree, still, I agree with that. Yeah, that's facts, bro.
Did you see the news?
There's a lot of replay value on this.
Found me blue and barely 24.
Yeah, this is definitely like about to drive yourself off a cliff music. You know, crying in a garage in the rain. You know, it definitely has a you know, a kind of a suicidal aspect to it. I mean, very clearly you kind of state that in the song. I love the emotion and the drunk feel. I'm drunk, but I wanna be with you. Like it has just like, oh, you need a hug, bro. That's really well done. I can't wait to hear the mix and master portion of it. It definitely created emotion in me. Like I said, it took me back. It took me back to some distinct moments in my life where I'm like, damn, man, that was some dark times. So you created a vibe, you created a feeling, you made me. You literally moved my brain back to a place where I didn't want to go. So I am upset about that. But that's a pretty good song, man. 95 in the reality show, Sunset, Bismarcky kind of feel. Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. I liked it, man. It made me sad though. So songs at a 95. This version of it, I'm at like an 89. I think you got to polish just a little bit more. You know, it was kind of loud with the instrumental, and your mix on the vocal was loud, or whatever's been done with it so far. But creating a vibe, creating a nice, easy kind of flow about it, good cadence, sadness. You created the sad vibe. So I don't like the mix. I didn't love the mix. Post 21, pre forever, nostalgia, depression. That's a yeah. I thought that was funny too. Post 21, pre forever. That's Jesus Lord. It's dark in this thread right now. Moon Rocks, you need a hug, bro. You always look so happy. Are you like the sad clown? Because you always look super happy, like you're always up. But listening to this music, I'm like, but is he though? Is he masking it with happy song? Or it's not even a happy song, I guess. It's like it's sad, but you know, your disposition is mostly happy. So I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Liminal Forever 21. That's great. All right, last song of the night right now comes to us from the homie Amo Music. He sent another joint, and we're going to check that out right now. Why is this K Suave, but it says Amo at the top? That's weird. Let's play the last one. Thanks for joining me tonight. The music got progressively better as the night went, so I'm really thankful for that. We started off a little sus, as the kids say, and it got better. Last one of the night right here is from our homie Amo Music. This is Diamond. This is a rough cut. Oh, my bad. I got you, Forever Tell. Yes. Thank you for reminding me.
Signs. When I see you walking in the building, you define me. Smile is the brightest thing I've seen up in my eyes, yeah. Everyone and everybody gonna know you're my chick, yeah, yeah. Baby, you flawless. Signs. When I see you walking in the building, you define me. Smile is a
Nah, I did it earlier, Amo.
Everyone and everybody gonna know you're my chick, yeah, yeah. Baby, you flawless. Cupid got me crushing on you for the longest. You got my heart racing when I see you in the audience, so I'ma get the show, yeah, baby, I'ma body it like, hey, girl, give me your hand, come join me on the stage. I already got plans for our first day. I want you to be mine, don't wanna talk on stage. I'll pick you up at 8, steak in a day. Just give me one chance, girl, give me this dance. You see me looking at you and so do your friends. You the baddest little thing that I seen in Japan, and I wanna show you off if you be a man. My diamond, my little fine shit, love is timeless, and I can't.
Yeah, you do got a lot of run-on sentences. I would only just say slow it down, Amo. Slow it down a little bit, dog. It just feels like I mean, Fatal said it best. Like there was a lot of verbiage in there, in a quick amount of time. Young Gravy is an awesome comparison.
When I see you walking in the building, you define me. Smile is the brightest thing I've seen up in my eyes, yeah. Everyone and everybody gonna know you're my chick, yeah, yeah. Baby, you flawless. Cupid got me crushing on you for the longest. You got my heart.
This beat almost allows you to rap slower. Like, I feel like it's more difficult to rap fast on a beat like this than it would be just to rap at a half the time.
When I see you in the audience, so I'ma get the show, yeah, baby, I'ma body it like, hey, girl, give me your hand, come join me on the stage. I already got plans for our first day. I want you to be mine, don't wanna talk on stage. I'll pick you up at 8, steak in a day. Just give me one chance, girl, give me this dance. You see me looking at you and so do your friends. You the baddest little thing that I seen in Japan, and I wanna show you off if you be a man. You my diamond, my little fine shit, love is timeless, and I can't describe it when we vibing.
Yeah, no, the song, that's not a bad take at all. I agree with what Seal said. I agree with what Fatal said. Yeah. The hook isn't bad. The hook is actually really good. Yes, it does. Yep. I love that beat. Yeah, I would just say I would almost rewrite that verse. I rarely tell people to rewrite their verses, but I just feel like you would benefit so much more by just writing something slower and being more deliberate with what you say instead of just kind of rushing through it. I feel like you could have really took your time and swagged that out. You know, really had some nice setups and punchlines because you have that beat, like it's at a right pace where it leaves you a lot of space to work. So I probably would revisit that with just a slower verse. But I felt like that hook is fantastic. The great beat selection. I just feel like I just think it was a little rushed in some spaces, and I didn't really love that. But I think you're on the right track with the song, though. I really do. As it is right now, currently constructed on that one from Amo, I think it probably sits at about an 82. I think it could be styled up. I think with the right opening verse and the right second verse on that, that could easily be in the 90s. Let's get into the last song of the night right now. Nguni Umkuhulu. I don't know if I said that right, but that's what I'm going with. This is our homie Forever Tile 1.
They do not call me Die Hard for nothing.
Yeah.
Super Mario slowed down. Yeah, that beat is great. Fetty hook for sure. Definitely felt like a Fetty Wap joint. That's 100%. That's a great comparison. Great comp, Fatal.
Wathuleke bandleni udala ikolo ngishiye ngilele embedeni umlilo wami sola wakho senyangeni inzima indlela sesohlangana emlanjeni baba bangangikhona wathuleke bandleni udala ikolo ngishiye ngilele embedeni.
What's the language here, Forever Tall? And I feel like, I don't know what you're saying, but I felt like the hook equates to, you know, walk up on him and bang, bang, he's dead. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it kind of feels like you're telling somebody you'll put the tool to him. I was thinking French, but I didn't want to say that and be wrong.
kunzima ngaphandle sekuphela umsebenzi gogo ngidlula iminyango kuyabanda kwandlala sengena amakhasi ngifosholo kwavele kwacaca okusandleni.
This is one of them moments where, like, I don't speak his language, but I know he's rapping. I know he's saying some shit. I don't know what he's saying, but I know he's saying some shit.
Fosholo kwavele kwacaca okusandleni nyathela amakhanda burning the bench I killing the team vetting my ass like a winning machine. I'm really pressed so I'm kind of mean not so text I left it on scene hyping you up but you remember the fiend she too fake.
He said she shot me a text, I left her on scene.
Your red turning green now on your play cause you ran out of steam pick your what's up and you don't get a dream nigga. bangangikhona wathuleke bandleni udala ikolo ngishiye ngilele embedeni umlilo wami sola wakho senyangeni inzima indlela sesohlangana.
It's a good joint, man. Sola. I feel like if y'all ever seen the show Top Boy, I feel like this would be on Top Boy. This would be like on the soundtrack of Top Boy. Either that or like New York Undercover back in the 90s. Yeah, I like that, Forever Tell. That's one of them joints where you go, I don't know what that man is saying, but I know he's saying it with his chest. Yeah, no, and it sounded great. I thought the hook sounded great too. I don't know what you were saying, but I'm like, yeah, I'm with it. I thought that was cool, man. I'm gonna go 94 on that. I like it. I like it a lot. Like, for something I can't understand, it's hard for me to go 100 on something I can't understand because, like, you could be insulting me and I wouldn't know it. But I thought that was really dope, man. Last song of the night, man. We'll be back next week with more music. Like I said, we got a new project coming from the homie Fatal. Really excited about that. Sounds like Mooney's going to have some work on that. Thank y'all for rocking with me, man. Song, Seal, Mooney, Fatal. Thanks for being here tonight. Also, shouts to FF and everybody who was with us earlier tonight as well. I will see you guys next week with more music. I appreciate your time tonight. Peace.